these white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get in my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time. Shifting my paradigms. You hurt me, I'm sinking and drowning, and I don't deserve it. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling, slow motion. You're a tsunami, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. I'm Gucci, you're loving you. I'm Gucci, you're loving you. I'm a drop in the ocean. I'm a drop in the ocean. You pick me up and pull me down, hold me up so I don't drown. Got your head up in the clouds, nothing left of us now. Your heart is frozen. The water is rising, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. Falling, slow motion. You're a tsunami, and I'm just a drop in the ocean. I'm Gucci, you're loving you. 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 Be quiet. I hear the thunder that comes from far away. It's like a noise in my head. Oh, these were hearts, these were hearts. It cuts you deep and leaves the sky. Oh, these were hearts, these were hearts. It cuts you deep and leaves the sky. We need to get out, 'cause things fall apart, and it frees your heart. It's no longer the same. 'Cause things fall apart, and it frees your heart. It's no longer the same. We need to get out of here.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. Apparently, even more additional shaman changes on the horizon for 10.05. They just added... Oh, they're fixing balance cosmic rapidity, restoration burdens, healing reduced, adaptive storm no crucifixes per effects by 20%. Wait, rest enjoyed nerves? Fire buffs? Frost buffs? Lesson despair crit strike above 50 was 80? Yo, they're making actually, yo, praise on that. Flash healing increase for disc, renew healing increase for disc. What is this? Combat rogue, stamina bonus? No, it's only half now. Open out survivability's challenging content has been higher than we would like. Kill spree. Kill spree damage reduction is only 35% value instead of 65. They're nerfing us already. My god. Healing Surge increased by 15 for Shammy. Ellie Blast, Chain Lightning, Lava Beam, Earthquake all do more damage. Acid Rain buffed, Harvester of Souls for Afi buffed by 25, Arms Warrior changes, yo, buffs all across the board, and PvP changes. What the hell is this? Hold on. Hold on, wait, PvP changes. Death strike no longer reduced in combat. Yo, improved death strike still reduced by 50. That's unfortunate. Enables damage reductions reduced by 33. Spell warding shields 33 effective in PvP. What? Hold on, Druid Rake, Rip, Bite, all reduced. Yo, boomy buffs. It looks like Joe. No, so 40%. Oh my god. Team breath increased by PvP was 40, so they're nerfing that actually. Disintegrate deals 20% was 15, so that's a buff. Azure Strike just buffed. Nice. Spell Warden Dominance 20%, Crit Strike was 30. Alright, so that's hold on a second. That's a nerf. Hold on. Wow, there's a lot of class changes. Holy cow. Yo, that's a big list. Oh my god, dude, massive class changes literally on the horizon. Are you kidding me? That's out of left field. It just on Wowhead with the Wowhead news thing or whatever, the bot that gives you news to put in Discord. It says additional class tuning for Resto and Elemental. But if you open the document, it's a lot more than just Resto and Elemental, Douglas. What is this? Oh my goodness, dude. Actually touching Ellie Shaman. I know. I mean, they needed it. I think they kind of needed it for PvE, but I know. Dude, this is good. Can you check that? Yes, I will. But we gotta get our 5V5 1v1s out of the way, man. I'll definitely, you know what I'll do? I'll probably work on a video this evening on like some of the class changes coming up. I want to do a cumulative post before as 10.05 releases, right? On all the class changes, because I like doing stuff like this. I did that for pre-patch, I did it for the release of the first season of Dragonflight. I want to do it for 10.05, like a cumulative, everything is changing. But I think tonight it might be worth it, like, yo, big changes. You're looking at some buffs, it's looking kind of good type of video. I think that will help me like parse everything, and then I can throw those notes into that big cumulative list. I think it might be worth tonight. I'm not sleeping this evening, man. I'm not sleeping this evening at all. Damage increased by 10%. Final record damage reduced in PvP. Radiant decreased damage by 33. Yo! Oh my god. Tier set reduced for red. Concentrated strike deals 80% because damage PvP was 30. They're really just trying to give red like more sustained damage, aren't they? Access system damage increased by 80 in PvP. That deals 8%, maximum hold was 10. Yo, they're trying to cut down on red's burstiness. But dude, these are the changes that people wanted to see, man. You know how people are like, man, Blizzard doesn't ever change classes at all, and then just come out with a big old bulk of them. I feel like that's just how they do stuff. But boys, tonight we got more 5v5 1v1 duels on the day. Let's hop over to the EU and see how these boys are doing, yeah? How you guys doing? Welcome back, by the way. What a hell of a start to the stream, man. I'm excited for today's 5v5 1v1 duels, man. I want to see what my man Chillpill says about it, because it looks like Death Strike should be more effective, right? Improved Death Strike talent is still nerfed, but the base Death Strike being buffed, I think it's going to be like, hey, better survivability. The spell boarding change, I imagine it's going to be super annoying, because it's like, well, we were good against range casters, but now we're just like not amazing against anything. We're kind of mediocre and everything. I feel like that's kind of the stuff he's going to give me, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Yo, boys, big changes. Hell yeah. That's up right over here, man. What's up, Bletching? Oh, we got Jake, we got Bletching, we got Shane, we got ourselves something. How y'all doing? Welcome back, boys. Hope everybody's having a good one. Let's have some fun tonight, yeah? Hopping on EU, boys. Let me see if we can get any groups up and running. Let's go with the DK buffs. Dude, big time. Big time DK buffs. Why do I have in-game music? Hello? Hold on. Is this not capturing... Hold on. Cool. I do like the tracks in this expansion. But damn, I need my tunes tonight, man. I need my music tonight. Boys, tonight, we're gonna have back in them 5v5 1v1 duels. Bring your boys in here. At least against percentage strike. This is damage buff, right? Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, red has been like extremely bursty. I've seen some clips of reds deleting entire like enemy teams if they just even stand within like shoulder distance of each other, man. You know what I mean? Like, put them a little too close together and red could just either blow up one guy or multiple dudes standing in close proximity to one another. So I can kind of understand why they're like, you know what, let's burst an AoE. Like, we want it to be effective, but like, you can't just all be like, okay, wings deletes everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of understand, like, you know what, let's, they don't want the game to be one-shot spree like Shadowlands was. So I understand them going after, like, burst, but also, like, at least bring it back some sustain. I know it's not going to be ideal, especially if you were just one-shotting people in, like, the opener, when people stack together, but damn, you know what I mean? So down, what's up, Mr. Anthrax? Hey, do my man, what's up, DJ? Hey, do my guy, hope you have a good one. Down the agency, man. Yo, agency, glad you got it, man. Are you guys going to be going for like the cutting edge next week, I guess? On next time it's resets or whatever? Or how you guys doing it? Congrats, man. Congrats. How long did it take you guys overall, though? Because it looked like you guys were burning through that fairly quickly. Alrighty, boys. Yo, do we have any groups whatsoever? Is my man Jesus making a group at all? Or am I flying solo tonight? Because it looks like maybe I am. Raid's Legacy. Let's start with Molten Core. 5V5 1v1 Duels tonight. If you guys want to join in over on the EU, you're more than welcome to. I'm going for AC Old War in 25 man this week. Let's go. We got Gloosh, we got Antrax, first one signing up. Let's go, boys. Oh, we got Mocked MVP and down. Perfect. Hell yeah. Concentration damage increased by 50% in PvP. Yo, that's a weird one, man. That's a weird change in PvP, but like, technically, don't most paladins play that Consecration or Blade of Justice type of build? Isn't that a thing? Dude, we got so many rogues in this one team. Look at that. We got Gloosh, we got us this Grief. Grief and Gloosh. Alright, so this team is all set. Komanda Gotova. Ya Delaju. Drugu. Hopefully some of the Russians here understand the hell I just said. We're gonna make Magdem lead. We're gonna D-least. Make Magdem lead. I make second group real quick. If you guys want to join the second group, hit me with it, man. That group team with Magdem, команда с Magdem никуда не идите. Мне нужна другая команда, чтобы против вас играть. That team with Magdem, don't go anywhere. Don't leave it. Stay there. I open up a second group. If you guys are more than welcome to join in, get in here, boys. A lot of rogues tonight, man. So we'll see how it goes. What's up, Dal? Did you watch AWC today? I did not watch AWC today, Charles. Was there anything good there? What do you even watch it, man? Is it just on YouTube or is that on Twitch? Because I'd love to go through a VODs, man, and maybe give it a go. Took only 2.5 hours with a full random pug. That's not bad at all. Hell yeah. You did it with a random pug? You didn't do it with a guild or anything? Huh. Is it YouTube? Okay, both. Alright. Maybe I should check it out at some point. But if you guys want to join the second group, it's up and running right now. 5V5 1v1 Duels. If you guys have a group already, like if my man Jesus already got a group, let me know, boys. Let me know. Or if Atha wants to join in before your class gets gutted to the ground, if you want to give it a go, maybe a Bliv potentially. I guess another thing I could start doing is just asking people that are outside of their outside of instances if they want to join in. Like Alex, for example, they want to pop in. Well, in the Carnets actually. Does Ant want to join in potentially? Hey, Anto. Hold on. We currently hosting some 5V5 1v1 Duels this evening. Would you be interested in joining some? Let me copy and paste that just so I can make like the invites to people a lot easier. So I'm hitting with a hey and two, and then slap that in there. optimize my car pasta. Look at that, hey and two, paste. That is so good. Is Asher want to join in, but chance? Looks like Ash is around. Hey Ash, hey Ashx. Slap him in there. Sure him up. Yo, let's go, my guy. Hit you with an invite. We got a group forming. Atho, you know where it is, man. You know where you are. Hey guys, what's up? I'm good one. Where's the patch notes? Let me link it to you real quickly, boys. Let me link it to you. Let me get you in here. Ready? Okay. Hold on. Okay. Getting second group ready. Need a few more people. There we go. It's a blue post, but here it is. Here it is. You guys can read through it if you wanna. Ash, oh shit, Dala, my bad, it's... Oh shit, my bad, it's Nylera. Hi, you wanna join in or not? Is it a space to get me in? Yo, get in here, guy. We got space, we need room. We need, with him, 3 more people. So we still need 3 more who wants to join in. Avant-Garde, he's already in Arena. Azurix, maybe? Dirks? Yo, Dirks, get in here, my guy. Get in here, man. I like what they also nerfed Outlaw just a little bit on survivability. I guess it kind of makes sense because we are very survivable. That stamina is good. It's not going to be too bad for us, though. Hi, what's up, Chris? Hey, my man. Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hey, we got ourselves Nyuzara. Let's go, my guy. Welcome. We need 1 more chat. Uno mas will be good to go. Uno mas, and we'll be good to go. Let me convert this to a raid real quick. We need uno mas, and I think I'll make I guess I'll make Dirks or whoever the hell I have added here lead. Just one of you guys that's on real ID. Do I get Ben in here? He's involved with the Carnets. Slat? Maybe? Let me actually ask him. Hey, Slat? Oh god. Oh, when I copied the link to you guys on the Wahed link or whatever, the blue post, it copied the URL, so I was about to hit him with the URL, man. Backslash. Oh no, dude. Margarika, Calf, potentially. Calf is leveling a new character. I don't like bothering people if they're just chilling, playing the game on their mains like in an instance, or if they're just on an old character, you know what I mean? Hey miss, he's a peak. Holy Pyre, does someone maybe ask Holy Pyre potentially? Back had the Night Elf, so it looks like they're playing me with somebody else, potentially. Johan, you want to join in? Oh, you're leveling Evoker. Ask Pyre, I guess. Sounds good. Yo, actually, hold on, never mind. Max, I want to join in. Hold on, if Baxa joins in, then we got a group. Double Demon Hunter on this one too. Demon Hunters versus Rogues, man. It's gonna be a pretty good counter. Honestly. Hell yeah. Hi, what's up? That's so nice, man. Hope you have a good one, my guy. Okay. I'll join another character. Sounds good. Let me know when you're ready. Sorry, not coming tonight. Busy. Malding having the kill target at all rounds for 6 different solo shuffles and games at least 160. Oh no. Also, Redbird's getting got a next patch. Fair enough, man. Grind out the rating before it gets nerfed. I feel like Red's still gonna be fine, though, honestly, Atha. Remember how me and you? Okay. Whisper sounds. Sounds good. That's good, friend. 100% more consecration concentration damage patch. No, bro, you gotta make a consecration build. You have to make a consecration build. You have to do some sustaining exorcism, crusader strike, consecration build. You have to give it a go. You have to try it. I don't know if you go like speedy consecration or like a slowy consecration. Probably slowy, yeah. Just so you can keep enemies in the area. You have to, Atha. You gots to, man. How hilarious will that be if it actually does a lot of damage? Like if enemies are just standing in a consecration and just get punished. How cool would that be? I think it's totally. I know it's weird, but I kind of want it to be doable, man. Maybe I can gently get him saying exactly. You throw him that hand of hindrance. You hit him with that one where consecration does more damage when you divine storm on them. That's what you gotta do. I love having to use Imp and Destro. It's more ring up time. Ring up time. What's it? The Vault of the Warden? Vault Ring? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're talking about? Maybe tell them jealous in it, or you know, that would be a good PvP sound that makes it follow you. Yeah, I remember that back in the day. I don't know if I really liked it. I just thought visually it looked so weird. But I mean, I guess it works, right? Alrighty, so Backslide not really messaging me much. I don't know if he's still around or not. I'll give him like an extra minute. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna ask like he's in here. Who else would I ask? Limpin Liam? He's in Algathar's. Linus, he is in battle for the Zara lore. I guess doing Chandler runs. I still don't want to bother him. Who else would I be able to ask? Nemi? Yo, Nemi, my boy. I'll be able to get Nemi in. Let's go. Ready? Oh, wait, the backside is ready. Yo, let's go. Huge, boys. We got ourselves 5-man groups. Let's go. All right. Who will make a lead here, man? Anto? I can make Anto lead. I can actually make Anto lead. I have Anto added. Let me make Anto promote to raid lead. Okay. Okay. I'll cue you guys in a moment. Yo, let's go, boys. Alrighty. Anto versus Zach. Anto XZ. Okay, cool. Invite spectator match. Anto XD and ZCK mock day. 5, the grand one. We're in, boys. First duel of the night, boys. Let's get in here, bud. Hell yeah, dude. First duel of the day. Let's have some fun tonight, boys. Yeah. Have some fun with your classes, whether you're getting buffed, whether you're getting nerfed next week. Lots of changes on the horizon. Super excited for them. Very, very excited. Cannot wait. Yo, 10:05 might actually slap, man. I'm glad that it's coming out as early as it's coming out. You know what I mean? Do you control the image of the player? Potentially, yeah. Potentially. Maybe. We'll see, man. We'll see. Maybe they'll consider it. You know what I mean? That would definitely make consecration builds a lot easier to use. But imagine having like a permanent, like, slow suppression around you. I feel like that could be kind of bugged. That'd be kind of insane, actually. You just pair that together with a warrior and you just absolutely just pop it off on people. That would be kind of nuts. Boys, that's how to survive tonight, yeah? How do you get to 5v5 1? Just join a group that's up on LFG, man. Follow the stream, join one of the groups that's available, and that's all you gotta do. Anybody and everybody's welcome. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Just to make sure my music is all good. Yeah. Fantastic. We got ourselves first up, Dirk's over on the team 1 as a subtlety rogue. I don't think subtlety are about to get buffed or anything like that, right? I don't think they actually get in touch much. If anything, they get into PvE buffs. So Dirk's get hit with a mortal call immediately. That's going to be follow up together with an access by the fellow guard. It looks like that's going to be Dirk's trying to see potentially if he want to peel away. Got himself behind the pillar. Second access to follow. Enter X trying to see if he can maybe set up a whole demonic army around him. Going to be that Bobulus down as well. And Dirk's, as he dives into kind of low his health, is going to go for advantage with no damage over time on him, or hopefully no damage over time on him. Should be able to escape it entirely, as that is the full damage amplification from Anterex together with a nether portal, which is eventually going to summon up a big old pitlord. But that boy got no one to slap, and Dirks could potentially maybe go out there in the open. But honestly, playing it safe, playing it defensive, drinking on the sippy cup, maybe a bad idea. Letting all those scary, terrifying demons fade away for just a moment. But it does give Anterex an opportunity to at least set up some kind of a go here. Gonna be a sap onto the main pet as Dirk trying to see if he can crack through the defenses of the Warlock. That's gonna be finished up with a wall to follow. Big defensive penetrator right here as Dirks is using Shadow Blade. So I guess it is a trade. Either way though, but for Anterex, he may be down in a pretty crucial defensive later down the line. Gonna be more to call into Dirks. Does to hold on to a trinket, so it's gonna give him an opportunity to escape from a potential stun lockdown or a fear spam or another mortal call at a later time. Anterex does burn the dark pack really early on. I think Dirk's just trying to see if he can peel away from him without having to invest any energy, any damage to the shield. Just waiting it out until he can find the perfect opportunity to land himself a good CC chains. It's going to be tricky immediately for Anterex into yet another access to Dirks, but Dirks is taking quite a bit of damage. Even Douglas charges it out. It's going to be advantage available in case it is, so it's going to be back-to-back demonic bites onto Dirks. Actually, it's such a bad spot with the clock shadows to follow that it's going to be those demons coalescing back on top of him. Does not have any more hours. He's got to get a kill right here, right now. He wants to win it, but he actually may go down here as the Wrathguard is still chasing after him. Gonna go for a cheap shot last second as he pops in Dance, using Dance defensively. Can he escape the pets though? That's gonna be the Warlock trying to see if he can potentially get him around the corner, but doesn't quite connect yet. Oh my god, man, the amount of damage Demonology can put up on a rogue. You're just chopping them up. You never really feel squishy as a rogue. You usually feel like, you know what, I can kind of survive most situations. But when you're surrounded by those demon dogs on a Wrathguard and there's an Obelisk down, increasing the speed, the rate at which they auto attack you, you're just absolutely getting chopped up to bits. With Anterex picking up the eye, going for a drain off of Ash? What is this? The rogue isn't dead. Does he think the rogue is dead? Hold on a second. Wait, Anterex. The rogue isn't dead. He picked up the eye. He should know that the rogue is dead. Did he just go over there and just drain off of Ash to heal up? Is that what happened? I'm sorry, huh? I'm pretty sure it's pretty rule breaking in a 1v1 arena. Gonna be a trinket for Dirks off of that mortal coil. Obelisk down. Potentially could get surrounded by the pets. Gonna be the demonic tower join in. Does have advantage. In case he needs to. Big demon doggo bot onto Dirks. Does he have a second stun to follow? Gonna be an advantage for Dirks. Looks like the pets still know where he's at though. I think the eyes kept him out in the open for a moment longer. But he does retreat entirely. Does Antrax have any more ways to chase? I don't think he can. It looked like the pets were attacking it for a little bit because he had the eyes, but then they kind of just like despawned the reset. I'm actually very surprised that Pets did that. But it does give Dirks another opportunity to go again. My goodness, what is that, dude? I don't like Antrax going in a trade off of the Druid, by the way. Not a fan of that one. I feel like that totally impedes the whole 5V5 1v1 DUELS. What is that? Oh my god. Derek, does he have Vanish? He doesn't have Vanish coming up very soon, so maybe he's feeling confident. I feel like he just needs one big go into Antrax, it'll be just fine. Kid shot by the rogue yet again, but that's a trinket out of the Warlock with a mortal coil into an axe toss, locking down the rogue, could potentially go double axe tossing. Now the portal down to follow. Durex has a clucker shot for this one, but doesn't have a proper Vanish. Smoke bomb, but it's still surrounded by all his pets. Can he slow him down though? There's gonna be Demon Doggers on one side, Wrathguard on the other, and does go down, get a close line by the Wrathguard as it tries to see if he can get back towards the Warlock. Gonna be Anto up next is a Retribution Paladin with a Pit Lord charging at you. That momentum established from the rogue just carries over into the Retribution Paladin, but he doesn't really have a way to stop all these pets just yet. It's going to be able to at least survive the Pit Lord, but still taking so much damage. Interrupted on Holy and Stone Locked at the same time. Maybe in a bit of trouble here. Does burn a trinket, but still was locked out for just a moment. May need to use wings, potentially even big defenses blind onto Antrax. Trying to see if he can one-shot him, and there goes the Paladin one-shot. The Blizzard is going after. Next reset. This one shot right here is what they're trying to nerf. That blind, big hammer, big final wreck, the whole wombo combo. Oh my goodness. So Antrax is at least getting some chances to play with it a little bit before it's gone. Gonna be a stun to Gloosh, trying to establish that momentum and take that wings off of the Warlock onto the Rogue. It's gonna be a War Stomp to add on to that stun lockdown onto the Rogue for the second Gloosh. Does use the Battle Mass Stricken. Should be able to escape this one scot-free. Enter, trying to get himself a little bit of recovery. Gouged by the Rogue. I think he has a kid shot ready. Unless you got a trinket or another immunity, there's not much you can do, especially with that secret technique ripping right through you. Drag is going to be up next. Trying to see if you can make that Evoker work. Evoker is another class that's getting adjusted for the next patch. It looked like maybe some burst nerfs, but like sustain buffs is what they're seeing in the next update. Stabbed by the Rogue into a gouge, getting shot to follow, getting himself the full secret technique, big damage, go up and up with us. Back to back, does Drag live this? Oh, he does go down in a single opener by the Rogue. Stabbed right through all the shrouds to take him out with Nice. Gonna be up next as a Demon Hunter, trying to see if he can maybe get around towards Glitch. Gonna be stunned right after. Got himself a little bit of that Immolation Aura burning on him with a Sigil of Fear, but doesn't quite connect with the Rogue. Hunt does chase after him, but I don't even know if it connected properly. It looked like you did rush over to him, but I didn't even see the Rogue get hit by anything blue. That's going to be a big blade dance. Does get Rogue very, very low. Is it going to be nothing out of Nice? Does Glitch have enough damage to take him down? Looks like he doesn't. It's going to go for advantage. Glitch trying to see if he can escape any dots from Nice. Do they have Spectral Sight? I think he does see the Rogue more or less, or maybe saw him for just a moment. But looks like Spectral Sight is down for the time being. Could pick up the normal eyes. May want to. That is a Demon Hunter that doesn't have a lot of health to really work with, unless he knows exactly where Glitch is at. As long as you can get the opener on the Rogue before he gets an opener on you, you'll be fine. Gouge into a kidney shot. Nice, could be in big trouble. If Glitch got himself the proper go, oh, secret technique with those shadowy rogues spawning in out of left field with a fatty crit. There's only so much you can really do about it. Ash gonna be up next. Wait, did you get planted on? Why'd you get battered? What's the point of that? I don't understand why. I don't know what he did. But Ash is gonna be up next versus Glitch. I think trying to go for a bit of an honor duel. Potentially? Maybe? I think they know each other. I think they do know each other. So maybe they just try to... Do you just parlay with Gloosh and just be like, hey, can I get an opener on you? Yeah, go ahead, fam. Is that what's going on? Maybe? I'm not sure. Or maybe he's trying to get the Rogue to open on him instead? Trying to figure out what's going on here. Mogdem charging out. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea why it ended the way it did, but Glitch had himself a good killing spree until Ash was just like, and me. I don't understand what's going on. But there it is, man. Alright, let's get us another group going, boys, yeah? Answer, let me know if that group's still around or if I need to reform a new one, man. Let me know, my guy. Let me know. What happened there? I forgot my PvP said. Oh, no tricking or anything. Oh, okay. Answer, let me know if your team is still ready or if you guys need a couple more and I can help you guys form. Also, mock them, let me know if your team is ready because barely you guys get to play. I'll do some Qs through, bro. Hey, I will Q some 3s. Okay. I'll just make another group then. Thanks for coming by, my guy. Yo, new group up and running. Everybody in the one team answer, just join me up, boys. We gotta reform real quickly. Appreciate you for joining. Jerks, get in here, my guy. Get in here, my man. We'll give you guys yet another chance to go again, yeah? After seeing Glutes Wreck, others to give up. No, he got me a DM. He said he just doesn't have any PvP gear on him. He forgot his full PvP set, no tricking or anything. So he was like, you know what? I can't even literally play. So he was like, you know what? Let's just move on to the next game. Which I guess is admirable. You know, not try to hold the boys up for too long. I guess like I prefer when you guys do play though. I'd rather have you guys get a chance than not get a chance. But I totally understand. Like walking into a PvP match without PvP gear, yeah, there's only so much you can really do about it. But yeah, if you guys want to join in, we got a group listed over in the LFG. If you guys are looking to join in and you're over on the team, you guys are more than welcome to 5v5 1v1 Duels. The group is currently up and available. If you guys want to join in, more than welcome to. Let's see who else I can invite here for the 5v5 1v1 Duels. So we had Answer joined in. Grain, does he potentially want to join in? Hey, Tal. Hit him with it. HMS is not great Narita. Holy Pyre, I can maybe see if he wants to join in. Hey Pyre. Slap him with this. Energy. He's leveling. Again, I don't want to like disrupt people that are just leveling, chilling, having a good time or whatever. But I want to see if I can get a couple boys in. For those. It sounds good. It sounds good, dude. Pop back in. Pop back in, man. 3 scans up for more duels. Go for it, my guy. Whatever you want to do, my guy, man. Whatever you want to do. How many people do we need? We need 4 more. We need 4 more, man. Mid off? Yeah, get in here, my guy. Get in here, my mans. Now add that. Wait, hold on. It's a math. Construct with dedicate 12 second with Seraphim. And then debuff player with Sanctify. Wait, Athos about to drop some numbers on me, man. Panda, let's go. Grain, where to? Got space for... Do I have space for 2? It looks like we filled, and I got space only for 1 right now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we only got space for 1. If I didn't invite the priest, we would have had 2. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to kick the priest out. Priest guy, stay. You just joined us. I want you to get a chance to play. As it's doing quick math, is it going to be enough though? The consecration build, could it work? Could it potentially make it happen? Because the cat is on the thing. Cry's bed is in the storm scale. It's 160 damage on a player, and they decide to stay on 2 consecrations for full duration. I mean, it could be pretty decent. I definitely wanted to see you guys try it. I think it would be kind of interesting. We got Pratt in here. Let's go, boys. We got the boys. We got the team. Hell yeah. All right, so I guess I'm going to make, how to make lead? I guess Antu. Yeah, I think the only one I have here added on Real ID is Antu. So Antu, you're the lead again. If you got a dip, let me know ahead of time. Invite me to the group Antu and just pass me lead so then the group doesn't fall apart. If you could do that for me, I would have very, very much appreciated. If like, let's say, yo, I'm going to do 3s. Let me just get you in. Pass the lead. All right, I'm out ski. I would very, very much appreciate it. Alrighty, we got the team ready. Antum and mock them. Let me know if team. Hold on, let me actually message them real quickly. Ready? Okay, good, perfect. Making sure you guys in the Blade's Edge arena. Also add consecrated ground. Consecration feature larger and have the percentage effect. Maybe. Again, I'd be very, very interested to see what that playstyle is going to be like. I'm hoping it'll be good. Happy Friday, Dale. What's up, Dad? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. Is this EU? It is EU, Devin. You guys are more than welcome to join in. Rolling 21, RLP into 21, SPG. Dude, SPG is actually good. RLP's got nerfed, though. How do you feel about RLP nerfs, by the way? What's your rogue's name? I think I played with a while back in the BG. My rogue's name, Dalaran XP. Right now I'm playing all of them. I'm doing 7 to 8 boss luck. It's insane. That's nutty. Wait, like overall you mean? Per boss? That's pretty good. That's what spec though? Demonology? Yeah, for sure. And so let's go. Alrighty, boys. Let's have some fun. Yo, all these rogues out here. We got Griff. We got us those Gloosh. Hopefully boys can bypass them. Sub rogue is just nutty right now in 1v1s, man. They are doable, but they are toughy. They are definitely a toughie. ROP is free, man. Done 20 and took no damage. That's pretty good. Yeah, I guess they did nerf ROP by quite a large margin, didn't they? Quite a bit, so it does seem like it's quite sizable. Switch. Team 1, we got ourselves Anthrax. Gonna be as rolling in as a Demonology Warlock. We got Gloosh in the back, that's kind of insane. Putting himself in the corner, putting himself in the back burner with Griff on that team. We got Dehon gonna be the first up over Dehon? D-E-D-A-H-O-N. I guess is the closest name. Dehon? I'm gonna mess up your name. Dexon? I don't even know, dude. I don't figure out what I'm gonna call you, but Dex is gonna be first up versus Answer. Hitting him with the silence, dropping down the big dome as Answer got himself full wings. The Paladin is ready to burn. He's gonna stand up with the army of the demons. Oh no, the globals! Oh, that is unfortunate with the globals. There's a Paladin. Bubble is still on the GCD, so the man went for a stun. But that's where the global for the bubble should have been. That's gonna be a quick intro by Down versus Pandren. Pandren? Pad. I'm gonna call it Pad. As Dak gotta jump down onto the pillar. Hey, this is GCD, my man. Dude, it is nutty. I think that's where Paladins go for straight up all haste in PvP, or at least you have to, just to make sure you can clip that GCD, just so you don't ever get fall behind like that. Gonna be AMS up for Dak, but he may be in a bit of trouble. That is a Shadow Priest with a ton of damage, lots of instant cast output as well. Could potentially be a tough time for the Death that is getting hit with a fear, as the main pet is at least transformed. Got himself the Army of the Dead joining in. That is a mind games on him, so Dak can't even really get super hyper aggressive here. And it's going to be a blind to the Shadow Priest as he's just looking to disengage for just a moment. But he's trying to keep the dots, keeping the pet onto Pad. And Pad is going to be taking a lot of that passive damage for a little bit. Trying to see if he can Shadow Crash onto the Death Knight. Doesn't quite hit him. Dak is trying to continue the onslaught as best as he can. But that's going to be a big execute coming out for Pad right now. Though all that instant cast damage is not great for him. Deho not in a great spot. Is going for an AMS while he's just rotting down to the dots. Is going to again interrupt onto the Pad. Could potentially go for a silence too. But the man needs some kind of healing right then and there. Maybe a Lichborn Death Claws. But that's going to be another DP. Potentially Shadowborn Death. Could be in trouble. Got himself the Battle Mass Stricken. That's going to be grip into a stun. May potentially have to go for a silence right after. Looking for a defensive that, or should be going super hyper aggressive. It's going to get the Army of the Dead rolling in. Second stun to follow. He's trying to see if he can get some death strikes. Executes back to back on a Death, but he's barely alive. But he's still hanging in there. The Death and trying to see if he can make a play. Going to be dispersed on a Pad as he's not in a great position. And Dehan is going to go for the grippy hand. Trying to get super hyper counter offensive. Mind games to follow. Can't really interrupt it. Got himself the AMS. He's just going to have to fight through the mind games. It's going to end up healing Pad for a little bit, but it's got himself the big grippy hand, the A-bomb and everything. Trying to see if he can get a hyper aggressive fear to follow off of that interrupt on the Holy, and that's going to be Pad. Give it an opportunity to at least put his full dots on the Death with full instant cast back to back. Shadowborn Death trying to see if he can make a play, but it's going to end up taking him down. Did have to use Void Eruption in order to be able to get that play. Trinkets out of the stun, Mortal Call to follow. I don't think Pad has much in terms of self-healing, but he does have himself the Power Word Life. Wait, hold on. We can actually see the cooldown of Power Word Life now. What is this? Hold on, they updated the cooldowns, Chad. We can see the cooldown of Power Word Life. I don't think I've ever been able to see that before. What is this? We can actually see if he has it available or not. He's about to get it. He's actually super low. Needs a few more seconds. Does get himself that emergency healing. If he ever dips down low, he could use Power Word Life to get himself back up, topped off. That's going to be Mind Games right after. That's going to be Antrax trying to see if he can just collapse all the demons on him. Pad try to use whatever defenses he's got in order to keep himself alive. Is going to try to see if he can back away from Antrax for just a second. That's going to be Eyeball spawning in. That's going to be a Fiddlord in just a moment or two. Pad needs to find a way to make himself scarce to get away from the main pet. That is going to do a ton of damage. Does get himself a little bit of that emergency healing, but Mortal is going to help lock him down. Is there an axe loss to follow? Stun onto Antrax is going to follow up with the silence. Bad trying to get counter offensive, but can he afford it because he's got a main pet chasing after him? Looks like he hasn't been able to recover the Power Word Life of whatever healing the Shadow Priest can put up. Does give him a ton of sustain. Disperse to follow. That's going to help him recover a ton of health. It's getting hit with a fear, but he's still in that clouded disperse mode. Is able to start recovering, coalescing, putting himself back together little by little. This is going to be bad. actually kind of in a position where you could turn this around. Still under a ton of pressure, is going to go for the power word life. That is getting those low power word life, so he reduces the cooldown of the ability and gives himself more survivability. Got himself the Desperate Prayer in order to give himself a little bit more health to work with. And power word life is back up, using it in order to keep himself alive. Instant cast on an Anthrax, so he doesn't even have to stand still and get interrupted. He can just continue blasting the guy either way. Fear onto Pat for the second. Anthrax trying to see if he can recover some health too, as he got himself the Dark Pack. Does not have a Tyrant for a few seconds, but could potentially combine the Tyrant together, maybe with a Fel Guard, and maybe potentially with the Obelisk. All of that together could be a lot of damage out of Anthrax, but Pat, he's kind of limited on what he can really do. Used to get aggressive, full Void Eruption, maximum damage, silence on the Anthrax, could be in a bit of trouble. This is an opportunity for the Shadow Priest to make a big play. Got himself PI and everything is going to amplify all of his doubts, all of his abilities, mind games to follow. That's going to be important for Anthrax, trying to go for a Tyrant either way though, and Pat is on the chase, he's on the prowl, trying to see if he can end the duel right there. Big drain life for the Warlock is letting him stay alive. That Tyrant is actually doing quite a bit of damage, forcing Pat behind the pillar. There's going to be a second Felguard join in. Does have a trigger for this one. Anthrax continuing to go for drain lives, even though he's out of mana. Axe out on the Pat, does have enough survivability here. He does have Anthrax just on the ropes right now, needs a couple more X against Anthrax. Does have a Dark Pack coming back up very, very soon. Does get a last second, continuing to drain in order to catch up on health, just letting his pets do as much work as possible. Big mortal coil for him. Again, continuing to drain as much as he can. That is going to be the main pet join in. Could potentially axe out Pat, maybe we'll lock him down. Silence under the Warlock, but Pat is also super low in health. Does have power word life to keep him up. Barely though. 27% dampening. Anthrax fully dotted. Unless he goes in for a drain of some sort, he may actually be in a legitimate trouble. That is going to be Siphon trying to see if he can drain off of the feed, but the Shadow Priest is there to meet him and to send him into hell. My goodness, with Mogdam, Big Spear, Pat has the Spurs. I don't know how you lived on the Spurs. I don't know how you lived that Spear. Mogdam has a lot of rage spent and ready for you. Bad. Just trying to see if he can fight this, but it's going to be mad damage on the Warrior. Does have some big defenses. Van Brace, maybe he could give him a little bit of survivability. Potentially got himself a bit of damage towards Mogdam. But Mogdam, I don't even understand why Mogdam is being toxic today. I don't understand why he's being super aggressive with these boys. He just loves rolling in on a warrior, blasting these guys out. That just starts teabagging them for one reason or another. He's going to be able to break out of the dragon's deep breath with a reflect while following off of that liver flame. That's full damage up for drag with full master right now. Could potentially have himself a big go. Mogdam trying to see if he can avoid him as best possible. Drag looking for a bit of a recovery with health, but doesn't really get to use his mastery in order to finish off Mogdam. The lower the enemy's health is, the less damage you do as Evoker, which is like counterintuitive. It's like anti-execute damage. It's big opener numbers, but it's very anti-execute too. It's really weird, but does give himself lots of pressure with that Disintegrate. Lots of procs to Mogdam with a Stormbolt. Trick it out of the Evoker. It's going to go for Disintegrate. That's going to be Mogdam trying to go for an Interrupt, but it's going to be a big wall available for a Drag. He got himself that Obsidian Scale, which gives him ability to cast Uninterruptible. Into a quick sleep onto Mogdam. Doesn't have a Zerk Rage. I don't even know if he can Zerk Rage off that one. Reflect up for Mogdam. Gonna be Drag trying to go for a little bit of self-heal. Mogdam with no help whatsoever. Doesn't go for a charge. Mogdam needs to back up out of there. Making a decision to just walk away from him. What is going on? Hold on. Wait a second. Huh? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what happened? Did he just tag with Griff? I don't understand what happened. Looks like Griff is the one fighting it? Wait, does Griff realize that Mogdam is not... I'm confused. I think Griff thought that Mogdam died. Mogdam got to no health, but he's definitely not dead. He's definitely alive. And Mogdam backed up out of there. Mogdam, if you could just like not play the rest of the match, then at least it'll be like, well, I guess I'm dead? Question mark? I guess you can pretend you're dead? I don't understand what happened. Predator gonna be up next versus Griff. We're just gonna try to see if he can blast the Predator. I feel like the Evoker did not give himself a fair game whatsoever there. What happened? That was just, I'm gonna guess Griff maybe he thought, saw Mogdam with no health, he thought, oh, this man is definitely dead. So I can just run out and get the Evoker while he's low. And the man does not pay attention whatsoever. But hopefully he's realizing now, like, wait, Mogdam is actually alive, isn't he? He's just going in for a Shadow, really aggressive opener. Just a Shuriken Storm into a stun immediately. Griff just doesn't give this boys a chance whatsoever. With Mitov going to be up next as a... What even are you? I'm looking at a mage. He got Frozen Orb, so I guess it's a Frost. But he also got Ring of Fire. He got Fire Breath. He got Icy Veins. I just thought to myself, like, he's just a mage at this point. Mages don't even have, like, Frost, Fire, or Arcane. They're just all mages, aren't they? That's weird. Remove the rustlers from the game style. No, what is this? Dude, I'm just gonna assume that that was not on purpose. I'm gonna assume, yeah, look, even Mogdem left. He realized, like, okay, well, that was weird. So I'm just gonna leave, pretend like I'm dead. I don't think it was his fault, man. I think it was his grip wasn't paying attention. Honestly. Mito, by the way, what was that, Ray? The chat is upset because of the way the rogue is acting, but man, Mito, I want to see that damage he was doing. Try to go for a stun onto Mito. That's going to be immediate blink. Alter time ready. Doesn't give him enough damage to follow. Mito has the alter time in case he needs to get himself held back up, got himself a bit of a shield. It's going to get himself fully recovered. Nova onto grip for just a second. Does he have a big go? The Frostmate actually making plays here. Hold on a second. Big Blizzard on the grip is going to be able to root him out into place. Trying to see if he can finish him off right now. Ring of Frozen Orb around the corner. Gouge onto Mito. Does go for a stun. Is that going to be enough damage for grip? Does he have enough stuns to follow up? Does go for Shadow Strikes back-to-back, cheat death right after, stun onto Meetup. Does he go for Ice Block? He may just have to blind to follow. I don't think he wants to. He does go for the Trinket though. Ice Lances. Oh, he may just have to Ice Block versus Gloosh. Gloosh, give this man a chance. Give this man a proper chance. Give this Frostmage a proper go. Oh my god, Knockback doesn't even give a moment. My goodness. Well, that was awkward. At least it looked like it wasn't like Mogdem's fault or anything. It looked like Grim just kind of ran out there early. But yo, I want to see more of that Frosty Mage, man. That thing looked nutty. That looked fantastic, dude. Let's go, boys. Let's get another going, yeah? Yo, let me know when you guys are ready. Anto and Mogdem, let me know when you guys are ready. Because I'm down to go again. I'm down to go uno mas. We're missing one? Okay. I can help you guys invite. Invite me. In me. I can help inv. I can get you boys in. I'll get you guys at least one more. Uno mas, yeah? You pop. Pass me lead and I'll probably maybe find us uno mas. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to him. What a new brogue. It was kind of like a varsity move, yeah. It definitely was a bit of a varsity move, not gonna lie. More for me as a warrior? Yeah. Yeah, I can get you in. Let me know when to inv. Let me know when to inv. Because it looks like he's switching back, is switching over to the warrior instead of the evoker, which is perfectly fine. Ready? Okay, cool. I got you boys filled. That easy, man. That easy. It's too easy. Party's full. That's the problem. I gotta do this, and then I gotta do this, and then I gotta do this, and then now we're good. Should be good. Yo, anyone got a spot? Looks like we did have a spot limit, but we will get one probably after this next match. Usually these rotate pretty quickly. All right, answer. Making your lead again. What arena do I throw you guys into? I think I'll throw you guys into like Black Rook Hold, yeah? Let's do Black Rook Hold. Rook. Let's throw you guys into the Rook. Give you the Rook. I like Black Rook Hold arena. I like Blade Edge a lot too. Nagrand I love, but I don't like the night mode Nagrand. I feel like it's a little bit, it doesn't look as good on camera. We got the Frostmage here, Mitov. I need Mitov at some point. You guys are gonna have to give him a chance to go first, man. I want to see Mitov. As long as he doesn't face against rogues, I want to see how this man performs. I don't see Frost ever. I love to see that man play. I love the flashback map, not gonna lie. It actually didn't, it was a pretty decent map actually. I like these small pillars for that one. But yeah, the flashbang whole like blinding your boys, I didn't feel good about that one, honestly. I definitely did not feel good about that one. Alrighty. Well, so far we've had a couple of weird matches. Let's have ourselves a good one here, boys, yeah? Where are we at? 112? Dude, we got so many EU duels done. I love you boys, man. I love you EU boys. We just so many duels here, man. Dude, I'm so excited for the new class changes as well. Sorry I'm like all over the place, man. Just straight up scatterbrained. Any new updates? No, but yet at least. Alrighty, let's get ourselves going, boys, yeah? So Twitch. Got ourselves team 1 together with the Ant gonna be first up, trying to see if we can bring the Bursty Paladin and have a bit of a rematch with Dehan. Again, that's about as good of a name I can really give this man. It's literally Dehan is the name. So, Dahan. So if it sounds funny, it's because it is kind of funny. Dahan dropping down a big old dome. That's going to be a bubble for Answer. Both of them got near immunities with Answer. Literal immunity for Dahan. It's like 50% damage reduction on top of AMS damage reduction on top of IBF damage reduction. So basically just trying to see if he can take himself up as best possible. Silencer to Answer. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Does not have a bubble or anything. Definitely needs to go for healing, but the next interrupt could be super, super deadly. Got him some Word of Glory. Just barely keeping him alive, but trying to see if he can use them in order to stay afloat here. Gonna be Dahan getting cleaved down with a wake of ashes. Answer again, backing up out of there, trying to figure out if he wants to go for a cast heal or if he wants to go for damage. It's gonna be blind by the Death Knight. Does Answer have any more healing? Does himself lay on hands to keep himself barely afloat? Dahan has an AMS. It's gonna pre-AMS. That stun is actually perfect for him. Got a stun onto Answer, I think, back up as well with a trinket to follow as the main ghoul empowered. Klo and Answer trying to see if he can take him down, but it is going to wane in its power after a little bit of time. Dahan looking to potentially set up a go into Answer. He's going to need the full army of the dead, I think, in order to make a big go. Trying to see if he can do it. Chain of Ice on the Answer, letting the pets rip apart through a chill defenders, but Answer with that hand of freedom, trying to see if he can stay on down. This is a little bit more damage. It does end up taking him down. I think he got himself a Crusader Strike into an auto attack that procced him the Crusade, which gave him a ton more damage. With Antrax going to be up next, got himself a full Affliction Warlock gameplay this time around. Affliction, from what I've seen, is actually quite potent in arenas. The full dot combo that you can do, especially if you can set up some big damage over time, it is apparently really, really powerful. Antrax trying to see if he can find himself a better angle versus Anta, as Anta is still looking for the full recovery. With those corruptions, agonies in your way sitting on him, it's going to make it a little bit harder for him to fully recover. And he doesn't have any more ways to break out of those stuns either. It's going to be full dots ramped up onto Anta. Does not have a way to really remove him. He doesn't have a bubble. He has a Blessing Protection. Too bad he can't turn into Blessing Spell Warden, right? But it's going to be Antrax trying to see if he can keep that pet onto Anta as best as possible. Anta trying to go for a couple of judgments here. They're actually just focusing on the pet. At least he's trying to build himself a little bit of holy power to go for a couple of Word of Glories. Mortal by Antrax. Drain Salt to follow. Just trying to see if he can maybe execute down Anta with a big blind right after. Antrax has a trinket. Going to be a hot to follow. Does have a chicken for it. Into an interim. Trying to see if he can maybe blast through the Warlock before he goes out. But the dots do set in. Does end up taking him out. With Pan going to be up next. Trying to see if he can maybe coalesce all of his Shadow Magic, all of his Dot Magic versus Antrax's Shadow Magic and Dot Magic. Got himself the big old Dark Pack with a Silence to follow Soul Runner after. Big damage versus Pad. And honestly, I was thinking maybe for a second, maybe this man is going to go for that Soul Rod thing. Earlier this week, we had Warlocks, Affliction, one-shotting players with a Soul Rod. From reports from what I'm seeing, they fixed it. I would be very, very surprised if you saw them in Soul Rod and just deathball this guy. What if, dude? What if that was still a thing? Imagine just walking into a duel and just popping up at people every 30 seconds with the deathbolt. Pat trying to see if he can get some damage back on the Antra, but it looks like Antrax's dots, the Affliction Warlock damage, is winning over the Shadow Priest. In some cases, Affliction Warlocks are like the superior damage over time class. For the longest time, Shadow Priest had like the whole, I guess, community perception of they're just like a wannabe Affliction Warlock in a way. And I guess right now, Pat is trying to see if he can hold his own versus a real Affliction Warlock. Malefic Rapture is going to be up. Antrax just continue to drain off of him, just trying to keep himself afloat with as much damage as possible. Dark Pack to fall. Got plenty of defenses, plenty of healing opportunity for a class that isn't even a hybrid class, but Warlocks are extremely survivable within PvP. Not only do they not take a lot of damage, but those can go for quite a bit of recovery just through aggressive gameplay. Trying to go for a big drain soul versus Pad, as the man just having to resort to just actually healing himself. Does go for a Shadow Word, Shadow Word Death, trying to see if you can maybe use that in order to bypass any kind of CC from Antrax. Gonna be a full Darklight join in. Mortal into Pad, maybe in a bit of trouble. At least Antrax doesn't have a lot of ways to truly interrupt Pad. He doesn't have that Demonology Warlock Felguard in order to lock him down, but Pad is just under a ton of pressure. May need to remove all those dots off himself. I think May decide to go for a cleanse. But if you're low enough on health, that cleanse, that massive spell could potentially be super deadly. Fully dotted up, that's going to be checking out Antrax, just trying to see if he can end the duel right then and there. The Siphon joins in. Bad recovering a lot of health inside of the Disperse. Maybe can make something happen here. Full PI at the ready. Does he have any silences to follow? Any CC? Damage at the ready for the Shadow Priest. Trying to see if he can make a play. That's going to be a big drains for Antrax. Just trying to see if he can drain him down. Bad barely alive. Trying to see if he can keep himself afloat. Potentially could go for a Vampiric Embrace. And maybe should just go for a Vampiric Embrace and just see if he can capitalize the damage and take down Antrax. But that is going to be an interrupt out of the Warlock either way though. Super unfortunate. Bad. Trying to see if he can crack those defenses. But so far has not really been able to successfully do that. but can maybe somehow put himself together, maybe get a CC chain, maybe a big mind games to follow versus Antrax, does send him with a fear, Siphon joining in, making it much more difficult for Antrax to really recover a lot of health. Mind Blast back to back with spikes to follow. Potentially mad damage on a pad. I just don't really know if he can really do much. He does have a stun ready, so maybe he could lock down Antrax while he's super low. Antrax had no mana whatsoever. He actually spent all that mana spamming Drain. And at this point, maybe Pat could use the lack of mana for the Warlock to his advantage. Now that he can basically just bypass all of that healing, since the guy literally has no mana whatsoever, maybe that's where he just coalesce a bunch of damage. Pat is fully loaded up with downs though, so you gotta kind of bounce it. You gotta go for a little bit of self-heal, but also put pressure onto Antrax. And Antrax is the only one that's really that's in a safe spot right now. The only thing he doesn't have is mana, but you got a mad shield to bypass before you can really start chipping away the Warlock. Pat does have himself the Power Word Life, Disperse to follow. That's also Divine Desperate Prayer coming back up in just a moment here. He does have some defenses to hold him strong for a little bit longer, but the dampening slowly ramping up little by little though. Shadow Crasher around the corner. Pat does have himself the emergency healing with Power Word Life. Try to see if you can maximize it. Stun onto Antrax with the Siphon. Maybe that could be the play here. Dark Lair instead though. No, Antrax actually could potentially get him. That's full dots, ramped up, full drains out of Antrax. Try to see if you can fight through this, but a silence comes through. Maybe this could be the opportunity for the Shadow to turn around on the Affliction Warlock. Got himself Mind Blasted already, but the man is still draining, either draining souls or draining lives. Does have himself the Dark Pack coming back up too, so potentially could give himself a lot of defenses with this one. Does he just go for it though? He does go for it, but it ends up getting burnt to Pat. I think maybe has him in execute range, but both of them are in execute range. That still drains for Antrax, using those drains in order to give himself lots of survivability. The Siphon joins in, but the Shadow Priest doesn't him, claiming him with a Shadow Ward Death. That is actually incredible. Get a shot out of Glitch to follow Pat. Trick gets out of immediately. I don't know what a Shadow Priest can really do in this situation. Trying to use whatever heal he's got in order to bypass the rogue, but there's only so much he can really do. Samurai, the orc from literally orc from Jenner, is up next. Yo, that Mog, I haven't seen that thing in so long, man. Palace, I think is last time. Yeah, season 2, I think it is. Season 3? I want to say season 3 of BFA. Hell of a Mog, honestly. But Samurai tried to see if he could catch the rogue, doesn't quite get him. That is going to be Vanish out of Glitch. Actually, not even a Vanish. I think this might have been a Shadow Meld, as he tried to see if he could find the rogue, but wasn't quite able to catch him quick enough. Gouge by Glitch, disarm by the warrior. Try to see if he can get some damage blasted towards Glitch. Stormbolt right after. Big Avatar, mad output right now. Glitch looking to lock him down with a kidney shot to follow. Got a couple of Shadow Strikes with Secret Technique. Samurai hoping to live through it. It's gonna pop a big defensive. Got him so offensives and defensive sphere onto Glitch, as the Glitch no longer has a trinket. Samurai's gonna have to lock him down next stun. Get him low enough, lock him down to stun, get a bunch of cooldowns rolling in. That's the only way that I think he's gonna be able to win this. Next kidney shot by the rogue could be deadly. Here's an orc. He's not going to sit stuns long at all. Does have a trinket to follow as well. Also Rallying Cry. Maybe a Battle Mass trinket could also give him a little bit of longevity. But definitely needs to find Glitch in a good position. Needs to be able to lock him down in Stormbolt with full go. Is going to Zerker Rage out of that Gouge. Going to be getting a shot. Does he go to break out of it? No, he doesn't. Just goes in for a big heal immediately. Try to see if he can live through the Secret Techniques. Charges towards the rogue. Does have a pretty big bleed on him. Stormbolt right after. Big damage potentially. But it looks like he's going to be backing up out of there. Playing it very, very defensively. Reflect up. Try to see if he can maybe pick up eyes to see if he can deny the rogue any kind of reset. Brancher up next. Stormbolt and a Glitch. Try to see if he can bleed him down. Going to be disarmed immediately. Doesn't just go for a trinket. He does not. Fear instead to lock the rogue for a second. It's going to go for an extra bleed. Trinkets, but Kidder Shot meets him right immediately. I think maybe Trinket a little bit too early with Brancher getting locked down and stuns back to back. Glitch took a lot of the bleed damage, but the Shadow Dance helps him bypass it as he does go for a full heal recovery with advantage to follow, giving him a shield to bypass those bleeds, as well as a quick Soothe the Darkness while diving into stealth. That is super unfortunate. I feel like Brancher, maybe if he delayed the Stormbolt by a little bit later, so you didn't have to deal with DRs, maybe you should have went in full burst of the Glitch or just sustain damage him, chipping away at the guy, and then lock him down full burst. Maybe that would have been a trick. But it's gonna have to go for a big enrage regen. Try to see if he can bypass Secret Technique. Barely survives it, but it's not gonna be enough. Disarm can't even heal right now. Maybe can use some kind of heal whatsoever. Try to see if he can charge towards the rogue. Needs to catch himself with a Bloodthirst or Impending Victory. He needs one of those two spells. Catching the rogue real quickly. Does he go for a big heal? Definitely needs to. Try to see maybe aggressive. Oh, that is so rough. With Mitov gonna be the last one left over for the team one, as the Frosty Mage needs to find a way to bypass the rogue, and then there's a whole nother rogue and Bogdam over on the enemy team as well. How is he gonna be able to do this, man? Got himself the arcade explosions. Maybe he can find Gloosh one way or another. Definitely needs to go for a big go versus Gloosh. Gloosh has to trick it back up. Cloak of Shadows, no more vanishes for a little bit. I think Meetup may have to get aggressive. May have to pick up one of the eyes. None are available actually. So really, it's right now Gloosh's environment. All the eyes have been spent. He gets to open one if he wants to. Shadow Blades immediately. Meetup does he blink it. He does just a blink it with an Alter Time. Breath of the Gloosh into immediate trigger by the Rogue. Alter Time helping Meetup recover a lot of health. Knockback on the Rogue, but a Shadow Scepter follow with a blink right after. Does himself what looked like a second Alter Time, but I don't think it was. Frozen Orb right thrown to Gloosh. Try to see if he can freeze him down. Is it going to be enough damage? Ice Lance is actually doing a bit of work. Actually doing a bit of damage. Chipping away at the Rogue's health little by little. And try to see if maybe we get a bit more damage. Meetup may have to go for an Ice Block. Trinkets may have to block it. May need to. Does go for the block in case the Rogue goes in for big damage. Because at this point, you don't really know. Does the Rogue just go in for a maybe Shadow Strike 100% crit and just take your rider right then and there? Because it could be rough. Does get himself a little bit of recovery. Shitting power. Does get the Rogue out in the open too. That's going to be a cheap shot with a blink to follow. Meetup does not have all the time for that kiddy shot. Does he have anything to follow? Oh, that is rough. Gloosh does not give this man even a chance of survival. Let's get ourselves another go in here, boys, yeah? Grain, by the way, got a new group, boys, if you want to join in Grain. If you want to join with that man, you guys are more than welcome to him. He just messaged me. I don't know if he's got himself a 5-man team or whatnot. 5? Give us 2 spots so we'll be pleased. Yo, 2 more spots for Grain, boys. That'll be good to go. Give us 2 spots and we'll be pleased. Next time? Yeah. Well. If 2 spots open, I'll get you guys in. If 2 spots open, you guys, it looks like you have 3 spots. Well, let me know. 4 out of 5, and so I can see if I can invite. Let me see if I can just join in and see if I can invite. So we got 1 spot open. So we need to fill 1 more. Does anybody want to join this group real quick? Real quick. We'll also decide to buff Divine Protection 30% PvP. Do it take about 20%. That seems like a good move. I don't think that ability get you a lot of play in PvP. Is that recent or is that with the blue post? That might have been with the blue post. Yeah, let me open this group though. Grain got 2, so if we have like 1 more person leave, then we can maybe get Grain on +1. But otherwise, I'm not asking you guys to leave. You guys can stay. You guys are wonderful and beautiful. Hang around, catch some more games. But if you guys want to join in, we got a spot for 1 more over in the LFG, boys. If you guys want to join in, I'll join among. Sounds good, Zero. We got a group listed over in LFG if you guys want to join in. More than welcome to, boys. More than welcome to them. Beautiful. Working on my hunter. So I'll be seeing BM tomorrow. Sounds good, Malachi. Sounds good. How you doing, by the way, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Place was season 3. It was beautiful mugs. Some of them were really, really good. Yeah, I like the clothy one. I wasn't super impressed with the leather one, but it was okay. I think the plate was just like... I think the male one was good, wasn't it? All of them were really, really good. I just didn't really like the whole, like, Aquaman theme. You know what I mean? Just a personal, like... Not gripe, but personal, like, preference, I'd say. Wait, need 3? Sasha Pro? Oh, wait. Grain. Sasha Pro needs 3 people. They need a lot of boys to join in. Grain, looking for more. Telrion is... Got 2. I don't know if you have Telrion added, but if you guys find Telrion, they'll be listed in the, here we go. Grain. They have a group of 2 if you guys just want to join them. They are listed in LFG. He is listed in LFG. If you guys want to join them, we need an Onomas chat. We need an Onomas, so it'll be good to go for this team. So if you guys want to join in, we got a group over in LFG. Grain got 2. Wait, what am I doing? Grain got 2. So if Sashi Pro and Magdem join him, that'll be 4, and then only a +1. And then we need a +1 on our team as well. And we'll be good to go. Now they're popping up. Are you NA Zero Cool or EU? Because we're doing today over on the EU. Because if you are NA, then I guess they could understand it to some degree. Because it's like wrong region in a way. Tomorrow we'll be doing NA. Fridays are usually EU, and then Saturday is usually for the NA boys. It was a Bentic array that had coral attached to the shoulders. Bentic, I liked it. Где искать Телариона? У них будет Legacy Raid. Legacy Raid. Если посмотришь Dungeon Raids, browse group и напиши 5. Там будет. Не, с ним не написать 5. С ним будет группа... Где она? Molten Core. Посмотри Molten Core. Да, это как его рейда. Rip a name. Oh, is that what it is? Rip. Unfortunate, man. Unfortunate. But that's all good. That's a good. Let me burn back chat. I'm gonna get water real quickly, yeah? Let me BRB real quick. Alrighty, boys. They got a 5-man. Oh my goodness, they already got 5. I'm with Glitch. Let's go. We need to know Mott's chat. We need to know Mott's over on the team EU. Let me see if I can call in on the boys. We need the regulars. Where are we at? Akos is in Azure span, but he's leveling. What was my man Chrysler? Does he want to join in some? Blast some boys, get him out of here. He's good in arenas actually. So I don't want to bother him. Ruby. Elendil is NA. Fix the game. What a name. Energy? No, he's leveling. Dirks is out, I guess? KTF Poggies. Oh, they're NA. Never mind. Linus? Just want to join in. Speaking about hunters, where's my main man? Where's my main man? Kiosco. Wait, how do I even find Kiosco on Real ID? Where the hell are ya? Look at the boys. Chin, you're more than welcome to. Welcome to the team. Appreciate ya. Alright, read a list for now. But if you guys want to join in later, I'll be down. Yo, we make Anta lead. It would be good to go. I guess Grain is lead now, yeah? I'm gonna guess. Saint Sin. Nice. Congrats. Hope you got some loot. Hell yeah, man. What's up, Saint? How you doing, my guy? Grain. Okay, so I'm gonna make Grain lead, I guess, yeah? I'm guessing Grain is lead for this one. Because Magdem is down here. Into, I think it's still up. Helm. Let's go. Big. Hit him with that big. Alright, Grain and Antu. So Antu stays. Then we get Grain. What do we do, man? Do we do Dalaran sewers? Let's do the Dalaran sewers, man. Let's throw these boys in the sewers. Throw them in the sewer. See if they can come out of it. They may need to delist them. May need to delist, because otherwise I don't know if the queue is gonna work. I don't remember when I said red was RNG based, so the Rene's killing or not. I think we hit the nail on the head with what happened to them in PvP KW. Think so? Maybe. Leggings? Huge. That's pretty good. Nice, man. Oh yeah. Gear's good. Turns into, hold on. You can turn that. You can turn those into tier legs in just a few days. Hell yeah. Again? Alright. So I can't do that arena. Have to do hook point maybe? We'll do hook point. Just because if I do Dalaran sewers again, it's not gonna work out. But if you queue you guys for like a hook point, it does break it, but in a good way. It breaks it in a consistent working way, which is what we want to see. That is what we want to see. Beautiful. I did save that one, yeah? Pretty sure I did. I'm almost certain I did. Уже нет, из команды, я думаю. Я могу зайти к вам в пати, хочу против... What the? I guess the Warlock? It was to fight, I think, the Warlock or something. I don't know if they do. It looks like they're missing a guy. But I think Glitch wanted to fight versus the Warlock there. I think. But I don't know if they're still there or not. It looks like you will be able to play 4-man at least. Switch. I don't know what's going on, but they are missing one over in Team 2. Hey, what's up, Mark? Hey, my man. Hope you have a good one. Got ourselves Antu over on the team 1. We got ourselves Rocks in here as well on that Feral. Meets up on the Frosty Mage, which is still what I see. That man plays the first one. We got Pat as a Shatterpriest representing that spec, which Shatterpriest looking better or worse than 1005? I want to say maybe a bit better. Disperse immediately versus a Griff, who's just going to go in mad damage in the open or not even give a Pat an opportunity to really respond, force him to use defenses off the bat. Then it's going to be a Siphon around the corner. Griff is going to end up getting slowed down by that thing, but does go in for a couple of stabs to take it out very quickly. Looking for it entirely. Just a full escape out of this arena. Once they escape the site of Pad, actually got out of combat quick enough. I think he's still dotted too. Just fully dotted up, but still got out of combat just for a second. Those cheesy rogue stabs are just nutty. Tricking for Pad. You mean to sound into Griff. Trying to go for a big mind gives. Maybe full eruption. Does he catch him? Gonna be a cloak of shadows for the rogue. Trying to see if he can avoid any of those eruptions that is able to. But it's gonna be a mindbender join in. If you can amplify the damage of the mindbender, that would be perfect. Blind onto Pad. The mindbender is still slapping the rogue around. It is doing quite a significant amount of damage. The rogue is actually melting quite a bit. The dots are still on him. Maybe if Pat can go for like a Shadow Crush around the corner. I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. I think he was able to get the dots back on him, but Pat, he's getting stabbed through the wall. Griff is literally stabbing him through the wall. Get a shot to Pat. Does he have a big go? Looks like maybe Cold Blood. Secret is going to use. Pat barely got himself a shield, but it's still super low on health. Griff just trying to see if he can one-shot the man and bail out of there. Just going for the hit and run strats. But Pat is able to at least get himself a little bit of recovery. Griff with a vanish just to give himself a bit more of a defensive. Does go for a shield to Pat, but a stun. Mind gets to follow. Could be bad for the rogue. Does have another vanish. May just have to use it. Spikes to follow. Does go for a sipping up wall advantage. Shadow Crush I think does connect. And Griff is back out in the open. Does Pat have any ways to stop him? Will Siphon slowing him down? Gouge onto Pat. Does he have a go? If he has himself a good stun, disperse. Griff may just die to the dots though. Does get himself a dance. So Dance is going to give him that Soothing Darkness heal. It is going to help him cover it a little bit, but not much. But man, the stabs on the wall, slowing down Pat with a crippling poison. That is super unfortunate to see. Third execute, second execute, going to be a Shadowboard death or potentially cheat death. Fear, Pat has him. Pat is like, yep, I got you. I got your number. Mind Bless, slapping him. Even Griff realized, you know what? I understood what happened. Cheat death, it's over. This duel is done with. From one rogue to the next, though, my goodness. These boys are not giving it easy whatsoever. You have to go from Griff, super aggressive, which I like the aggressive play. Not a big fan of running around circles or on the pillar and stabbing. I really do hope they fix that at some point, because I think it's way too cheesy. But man, Glue's gonna be up next with his bad mad secret technique. Nothing he can do. If you got no trinket, if you got no disperse, they keep nerfing the secret technique over and over, but rogues keep coming out with ways to just maximize his damage. Not only is it 100% crit, I think a lot of them are even going for like that full damage secret technique, deeper stratagem, secret stratagem combo, where they basically use 7 calm points into that ability. I don't even know if they're using the Kyrian one either. Ring of Frost onto Glush, trying to see if he can freeze him. Meetup trying to see maybe he can make the Snow Drip playstyle work. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows on Glush, though, bypassing that full stun lock wombo combo completely. As Meetup trying to see if he can have himself a big go versus Glush. Got himself Lances. That is going to be Shatter Lances onto Glush. It's going to do quite a bit of damage with a Blizzard to follow, as Glush is forced to push himself out of that Smoke Bomb. And get aggressive. Meetup does hit him with a gouge, potentially kidney shot. Flurry down with a Ray of Frost, maybe big damage. Does go for the interrupt on Frost. Meetup kind of lucked out on his defenses for a little bit. Can't Icebug for a while. Does go for a block off of the blind immediately. Does he let the rogue catch a re-stealth? Or does he try to see if he can break himself out of that Icebug early to maybe lance him? Looks like he doesn't go for that whatsoever. Instead, shifting power while moving. Maybe try to see if he can get the rogue out in the open, but does at least get himself a cooldown reduction. Try to go for an invis, but it's going to be the rogue catching him. Does some of the massive invis. That's how the improved invis. So you can use that for defensives later down the line if he needs to. Improved invis is going to give you instant invis, and it's going to give you like a 60% damage reduction. Big spike on the Glush. Mad damage onto the rogue. That spike actually did a lot of work just now. Big eye senses to follow. Yo, I think it's the first time on the stream, on the duels, we've seen a Frost Mage actually pull off a spike properly. That did a lot of damage. I guess the question is, can you do that again? Big secret ticket on Meetup, maybe in a bit of trouble. Oh! And Glush does end up eliminating him. The amount of damage the rogue does is just absolutely insane. With Answer trying not to let Glush run out at all. Hitting him with a final wreck immediately. Big damage. Answer trinkets just to see if he can catch the rogue. And the rogue is just going to walk past him. Just walking around the guy. Doesn't give him a chance at all. Does he have himself another vanish? Another reset? No more trinket. Andrew, trinket is something too. But the man at least has a bubble. Try to use Hand of Freedom and Pony just to catch up with the rogue, but can't do it. Shadow step out of the rogue. Could be potentially in trouble. Get a shot onto Andrew. Does he go for that cold blood? Big damage onto Andrew. Secret technique. Mad eviscerates. Cloak of Shadows and evasion both used with a blind to follow. And Andrew does not want to trinket this one or bubble it. Bop it. Anything. At least he does have himself big immunities versus the rogue. Keeping him low, so Andrew may be in a situation where he could be pressured to bubble really early here as Glooch, just trying to keep his health low, trying to make it super scary for the Paladin. Concentration down, does get the rogue out in the open a little bit early. Stun before the rogue can have a go. Does Andrew have enough damage here? Maybe he can go for a War Stomp to follow. Does go for the War Stomp with a bit of a cleave, but a kidney shot comes out of the rogue. Bubble to follow, forcing out a pretty big defensive Glooch. Can he make an escape? Right now, I feel like the ball is in Andrew's court, trying to do whatever he can to catch up to the rogue, but decided, you know what, I do need to go for a bit of survivability at some point. A Glooch retreating behind the pillar, does have the cheat death in case his health really does ever get super low. Sap onto the Reds, try to see if he can make a play versus him. And Glooch got himself back-to-back Shadow Blades. Kidney shot to follow. Andrew, does he have a Blessing of Protection coming up at all? Secret technique, gonna do a lot of damage. Blind to follow. Andrew has himself an opportunity to make some damage happen. Does go for a big defensive play. Lay on Hands is used. Won't have a Blessing of Protection until a little bit later. But is maybe hoping to use a Shield of Vengeance and Lay on Hands to get him to just stave off the rogue's approach. And maybe they'll give him an opportunity to use one more Forbearance inflicting ability, with Blessing of Protection protecting him from all physical damage. Glooch, try to see if he can make a play before Forbearance down, and is going to be able to take him down fairly quickly. With the warrior immediately rushing in, he just turns around, cheap shots him, and just walking away. Samurai did not want to give up that trinket immediately. Was not going to do it. Glooch does dive into Smoke Bomb just enough time in order to be able to break combat, and does catch himself a bit of a reset. The Samurai could pick up one of the eyes that's available. But at this point, do you do that? Maybe, because you do take 5% more damage, and Glooch already got pretty nasty bursts. Like, do you just give him more damage output? Stun onto Glooch, does still have himself big defensive trinkets. As he sees big cooldowns out of Samurai, decided, you know what, that's all CDs? I'm just gonna trinket it. That is Avatar, Recklessness, that is literally everything. I just don't even want to give up my cheat death. That one is a threat. Hit him with a blind, as no more trinkets available for the warrior. The warrior needs to lock down Glooch with a full Stormbolt, I think. Is right on top of him. Is hitting him with a slow. Does catch him out in the open. Gouge to follow. Does have a Zerkus to break out of it. It's going to be a big rampage in order to proc Recklessness. Shadow Strike by the rogue. Does get himself a restealth, I think, with a Shadow Meld. With a kidney shot to follow. Does go for a Shiv. Samurai does catch up to him. Stormbolt to follow. Trying to let the rogue escape. Is it going to be enough though? Trying to see if he can blast him out. Is going to go for the full Berserker stance. Trying to see if he can get out of that battle stance. Kristen is damaged by at least, what, 15%? But it is going to be the rogue vanishing out of there. Samurai needs to pick up eyes immediately. Find the rogue. Is going to get defensive stance. The rogue got himself a little bit of that first aid. And Samurai trying to see if he can get aggressive with him. But isn't going to be able to catch him just yet. Does Samurai have a Zerker Rage here? Is going to get hit with a Shadow Strike, Kidney Shot. May have to pop a defensive. Seeing that secret technique from a mile away. As soon as you see the cold blood, you know what's coming. Is going to pop a defensive really early on. This is going to be immediate disarm out of Glooch though. Not much Samurai can really do for recovery. Did reduce a lot of the damage from the rogue by using that in rage regen, but it can't really benefit from its self-healing elements at all. And that is an eye right next to him. May just want to pick up the eye, honestly. May not be a terrible idea. Rogue just used secret technique, so you won't see it for a while, but Glooch opens up before the Samurai guy can't even pick one up. That's going to be a potentially Avatar. Big damage out of the warrior. Evasion for the rogue. Fear to follow by the warrior. Does he have himself maybe one more heal? Got him to reflect in case Glooch got any shadow damage whatsoever. Gouges for the warrior. Does have another charge to follow. He is going to be Stormbolt. Is Glooch trying to see if he can bail out of there. Big damage by the warrior. Finally able to get himself some defenses cracked to the Glooch. Trying to see if he can chop up the rogue, but the rogue with yet another vanish. Does get himself a reset. Final vanish for the rogue for a bit, actually. So he won't have one for a while. Oh, if only Samurai went for a whirlwind when he was kind of close to Glooch. Does go for a trinket really early on. Trying to see if he can survive it, but a secret technique into an eviscerate. There's only so much he can do. And Rox is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can catch up to the rogue. Does get him out the open. Shadows up by the rogue. Uses whatever he can just to walk away from the feral druid. Is going to trick it immediately. Does he have any more CTs? He does have a blind. Potentially could use a blind in order to get away from the feral. Gonna go for a cloak of shadows off of the gouge. Just trying to see if he can run away sprint. Blind. Does he get a trick out of him? He does not. He does not get a trick out of him at all. And I just noticed Rox is playing Heart of the Wild. Does he go for Heart of the Wild for like self heals maybe? Does it work while you're in feral? If you just start healing while in feral form from regrowths, does it still imply the healing? Or do you have to come out? Gonna be a full downside of Glooch. May actually be in trouble. Does the feral take down the rogue? Potentially, I think it may just be over for Glooch. Does get himself for a re-stealth. Unless he can maybe do another dance. and get himself a bit of a heal. I think it may be over. Stunned by the Feral, cheat death to follow, nothing he can do. Rox does end up rocking him at the end of the day. Just drained the Rogue of everything he had. Did really, really well though. Dalaran up next, full parry up versus Rox, trying to see if he can back away from the Feral Druid. Charge to follow, that's going to be a Blaze Storm right after Stormbolt, as Rox is going to go for a trick and bailing out of it entirely, wants to walk away from Dalaran as soon as possible. Dalaran, I like how we can see a lot more of his cooldowns, by the way. I can see everything from Colossus Smash, Avatar, and even Skull Batter. That is so nice. Does pop in a defensive stance, realizing that there's not much you can really do to chase after the Feral Druid. Does have to tank up a little bit. Did they change defensive stance recently? Or maybe that's for 10.05, which is coming up soon. But in defensive stance, you shouldn't be punished nearly as much. Like, it reduces the damage you take, but it's also supposed to reduce the damage that you deal. And I think they pulled back on that damage dampening, self-dampening a little bit. Try to see if you can just walk away, maybe get away from all those dots, maybe start getting the second wind to help him recover. But it looks like the dots, together with the Battle Master Trinket falling off, do end up taking down Dalaran. With Yasha, last one left. Can he potentially fight versus the Feral Druid? I'm actually surprised this arena went to. Basically, everybody has got a chance to play. Team 1 was missing one person. They were missing one. But Rox tried to go for a little bit of a slash wave, but the guy tried to go for maybe a little bit of like an honorable bow or whatever, but also keeping his distance at the same time. Is going to catch himself a bit of a restyle versus Yasha. Going to be able to set a big set of bleeds on him. Maim to follow, triggered by the Paladin. No more trinket available for Rox though. Big wake of ashes, but ends up breaking his own blind set to follow. But Rox is able to get himself a wall. Blades are just rotting down Yasha though. Does he have enough damage to take down Rox here? It's going to be a bubble, removing all the bleeds. Able to chase after Rox without anything to impede him, and Rox is playing a very, very defensive steel. Lots of damage gonna take, and I think Battle Master can fall off too. Try to go for as much recovery as possible, but at this point, like, how much recovery can you really do? That's the Heart of the Wild healing. At 60% dampening, it is doing a little bit of healing, but nowhere near as much as I expected for it to. Cannot become a literal Wrestle Druid just yet. Big hammer hanging over your head though. Rox could be in trouble. Does he just stay in bear form? Blessing protection for Yasha. Does he have Moonfire? He does have the Moonfire damage and the Sword to take down the Paladin. I was gonna say it for a second. There goes the Blessing protection. I thought it was fully immune, but not quite. With Rox actually bringing it back for his team little by little. Doing work, man. Getting the big pumps in. Alrighty, boys. Let's get us another one here going, yeah? Uno mas, uno mas, uno mas. Uno mas, boys. Get in here. Yo, Sam, what's up? What's up? I'm doing here. Could have been trying now. Just put super fun in the suspension. Got one. At max. Enjoying it. Yeah, definitely got one already saying. I gotta get more alts up and running, man. Simply even друзья, здорово, Vadim. How you doing, my man? I like the Paladin Mog. It is pretty good looking. It is very like a quintessential Paladin Mog. Quintessential Paladin set. Boys, let me know if you guys got teams. Answer 5. Does Grain have 5? I really need one more. I need to play. Yo, Veggie, if you're more than welcome to join in, my guy. If you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. We may... Grain actually is full. I was going to say. We may have a spot, but looks like at the moment we don't. But hopefully soon. Let's do... What do we do? Lordaeron? Lordaeron? Arena? Let's do Lordaeron Arena. I think that was pretty good generally. New Brett, come on, man. He's doing his best, dude. Brett's about to get nerfed too, man. Give him a break, dude. Yeah, remember when I was, yeah, we'll see. How you doing, Mark? I hope you're having a good one, my guy. Yeah, so Glitz was saying earlier in chat something about like, oh, he wants to fight a Warlock. He needs to practice against Locks. I think maybe after a couple of times that he faced against Cries, maybe he's like, you know what? I do need a little bit of practice. Is it not working? Where's the Lordaeron? They're just doing it for an arena, maybe? So Lordaeron doesn't work. What did I throw you guys into? Another Nagram, maybe? Oh, Lordaeron works. Okay, cool. No idea why I waited for so long. But here we are. Wonderful. Beautiful. Lucy, yo, we got a Warlock joining over on Team 1. Dude, big Casa team on Team 1. Big Casa team. Are we ever gonna get a 5th for Team 2? Is it just a 4-man? Because you guys might need a +1. Where are you guys' +1? I know you guys got a 4-man, but I'd love to get a 5th one in there. What's up, Hero? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, it looks like Team 2 just has a... Maybe your 5th that skips DC. But after this one, if you guys want to open up the group, get a +1 in, that'd be wonderful. Because I'm sure we got somebody in chat that maybe wants to join in the team with Dalaran and Gloosh. and all these other boys in here. Alright, so I have that saved. Beautiful. Yeah, switch. Team 2 still has a guy, I think, trying to load in. Was trying to load in last game, just nothing happened of it. Maybe just a 4-man party. But Team 1 does have himself the Retribution Paladin into the Feral Druid rocks. Going to be first up. Trying to see if he can rock the boat here. Actually, no. Looks like Pat is going to be first up versus Dalaran. Shadow Priest versus the Warrior. Chance for the Warrior to potentially come out here. Playing that arms as Dalaran usually does. On that Team 1, we also got ourselves Meatop as we got ourselves Lucy as an Affliction Warlock. Pat trying to see if he can just collapse a bunch of Void onto Dalaran, but he is able to avoid the mortar strikes. Stormbolt onto Pat, just actually going in full defensive. Is he just trying to see if he can survive it? That is a full Void Eruption. Oh, Ascension for Pat. So maybe that's what Dalaran is playing super defensive. Just doesn't want to get hit by Pat at all. He just hiding behind the Tombstone, trying to see if he can avoid him. Maybe just trying to deny as much damage as possible. So it's going to be a charge with a route to follow. As Pat trying to see if he can lock down Tel. That is going to be a Siphon join in as well. And Tel ends up slaying it very, very quickly. Zerka Rage on this one does have an interrupt. I don't know if he uses Shadow Meld already. If he uses Shadow Meld, that'll be fantastic. Mad damage by Dalaran. Big burst out of Pat. Going in for that big crushing slam. As it's going to be a disperse out of Pat. Taking a bit of damage from the Warrior. Decided, you know what? I need to play it very defensively for just a moment. Big mind games to follow as Dalaran takes a bit of damage. Does go for a big defensive stance. The man is going to have to wait until all the dots are off him if he wants to get any kind of healing. Shadow Crash for Pat, but looks like Dalaran charges out. I think he just wanted to avoid Pat for just a second until Dalaran had some kind of a big heal. Trying to avoid the mortar strikes as best as possible. Blaze Storm Trafalgar does take a little bit of damage from it, but not that much. Sun onto Pat as he does go for a trinket. Reflects the love for Dalaran. Don't really know if he's gonna, what he can reflect. As a banner comes down, Pat is gonna have to take down the banner if he wants to get any kind of CC on Dalaran. Dalaran got him in the execute range, but Dalaran is also himself in the execute range. Pat could take him down, trying to go for Shadow Ward, crashes back to back. Defensive for Dalaran, just trying to give himself a little bit of survivability. And Pat has that power word life to escape executes. Stun onto Dalaran, mind games to follow him. Fear instead, Zerka Rage on Dalaran with a fear, just trying to see if he can maybe get himself behind the pillar. Stormbolt, charge, trying to see if he can go battle stance. Maybe he has enough damage. It's a big skull breaker. Dalaran does end up coming out on top on that one. Does Lucy give this man a chance to have an honor duel, or does he not? Looks like he's given an opportunity, sorta. Or maybe he's trying to find an angle. I think he's more or less trying to give you an honor duel. I think he's trying to let you get the dots to fall off and maybe let you get a bit. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Dalaran trinkets. No more dots on him. He does have second wind. Trinket, very, very risky. Second wind, big value. As long as you don't have any dots in it, you're getting a lot of recovery. Reflect immediately for Lucy. I don't even know if he reflected. I think full set of dots. I think that might have been just a full set of dots at once. Does get some kind of dots on Dalaran into the way. The mortal coil to follow. Saw right after. Dalaran charging back in as that is a big shield for Lucy. Does go for a quick interrupt on that Shadow. Lucy will be locked out for a few spells. Wall up next. Does have a big drain. Tal may have to pop himself. Die by the sword. Does go defensive full die by the sword. Reflect out for Lucy. Can't really reflect much versus Tal though. Not really. UA is up, full dark layer. I don't really know what Dalaran could really do in terms of this situation. May decide to go super hyper aggressive. He's limited on what he can do. Dots are going to rot him down little by little. He could only maybe heal to a limited degree on it. Does go for big bleeds versus Lucy. Trying to see if he can take him down. This is going to be a big charge execute. Oh, he does do it. No way. Oh my god, Dalaran, but he's fully dotted. Yeah, man, there's no way you're surviving, right? There's no way you live the. Wait, maybe you live this. Maybe somehow you'll live this. Wait a second. No way. First aiding. Oh my god, does Meatov give him a chance? Meatov doesn't want to give him a chance, I don't think. I think he just wants to take him down and maybe go next. Go next. Doesn't give him a chance. Dalaran does end up fighting through it. Stormbolt on Meatov, trying to go for as much self-killing as possible. I don't know if this man got a Shadow Meld or anything. Yet another charge with Meatov with a fear. Warbreaker right after, trying to go for hyper offensive damage, but he just can't catch up to him. If he can somehow just get away from Meatov and be away from him for a couple of seconds, second would maybe give him a chance. But Meatov did not want to give this guy an opportunity to recover whatsoever. Dalaran does give himself a little bit of health to work with. I think a Warlock Hellstone from Yasha is what's keeping him alive here. Does Yasha have a Warlock Hellstone? Drop it for him. That's allowed in 5v5s. That's allowed. You're part of that team. Drop a Warlock Hellstone for this man. Meatov trying to go for a big Nova versus the Warrior. Does he go for a big Reflect? Reflect? Does Meatov delays that Glacial Spike entirely. Try to see if he can maybe burn a fire blast into it. But Dalaran is still able to get hyper aggressive. He does get a lot of recovery. Massive. Oh my god! Dalaran with a Skull Breaker. Jesus Christ, that was so much damage. The Skull Breaker. I think it's Skullbreaker. I could be telling wrong ability, but chat, you can correct me. I'm pretty sure that says it's Skull versus Skullbreaker. I know it's Skull in there, but Skull, he has a talent where Skullbreaker causes your dots, it causes all of your dots, from your Mastery Bleed to your Rend, all to expire instantly. Just all the damage, instead of being damage over time, it just happens immediately, which makes you super, super bursty. And that's what Dalaran is using in order to get some burst. Actually putting some pressure onto Rocks as well. Also got quite a lot of burst on him. But he's trying to see if he can chase after the Feral. He knows there's going to be bleeds. He knows he needs to stay aggressive. Got himself banned in case the Feral goes in for an opener. Denying the Feral opener. Going to be a Thorns to follow. Does Stel just stay in? Avatar, big damage, mad burst, Chin does go in, taking it on the chin, popping on a wall, but he's trying to see if he can bail out of the Dalaran, does go for a bit of a heal, Stormbolt on the chin. Is that enough damage though? Does he have another go? It doesn't look like he does for a second, but big Avatar is still on him. Bash, Dalaran trickets out of it, gonna be a fear. I don't know if he's got much in terms of survivability. Shouldn't know help whatsoever though. Actually could potentially have him. Trying to see if he can leap over to him, Blaze Storm right after Reflect to follow. Oh, Chin with a bear form, just goes in for a quick maul. That was so close. Dalaran almost had him. That was actually incredible. With Yasa, oh, I love that Mog. Wait, that is such a cool Mog. Wait, the shoulders, the hat, I love it. I love it. You even got the Horde tabard. That's like red. That actually looks so cool. Like aesthetic. That's aesthetic right there, bro. That's so good. Yo, the fact that Dalaran almost got Chin there, that is insane. I feel like if the dampening wasn't nearly as high, Dalaran may have lived, but that's a rough one. That's so well done, dude. What a warrior right there. Chin gonna try to see if he can bail out of there. Gonna be a big drain knife by Yasa. As Chin just trying to see if he can back away from all the demons. Eventually, that is gonna be another portal on the left hand side. You can see that it's a big old pit lord is gonna join in. And there goes the boy, Mortical. Chin can't do anything at all right now. If he gets locked down in Axos, he'll be deadly. That pit lord is so quick. Look at that boy go. He got 4 legs. Oh my god, with those 4 legs, he got the horsepower on that bad boy. My goodness. Yasa trying to see if he can swing around towards Rocks. Rocks may be in a bit of trouble. Axe toss about 1 pet, maybe second axe toss to follow. Does double axe toss him with a Tyrant. There's only so much Chin can do. That Tyrant has a good, line of sight. That thing got a nice little, like, nice angles on that thing. You can just keep blasting. With Anto being the last one left, the demons are already getting sent in as Yasa trying to make sure there's a plenty of distance between him and Anto. And maybe Yasa is going to go for a bit of a port. Does Yasa have much survivability here? He does have pretty big defenses coming back up. Actually, full defenses already. But he doesn't have Reflect. Normally against a Paladin, if a Warlock can Reflect a Hodge, that would be deadly. Full Demon Dog is charging in. They're going to start... Wait, your Demon Doggers are weird. They look like they backed up for a second, but then they came back in. Weird. But they were able to chip away through a Shield of Vengeance. Answer charging out. He's surrounded by the army of the Burning Legion. Blind control of his pets. Trying to see if he can stay away from Yasa. That's going to be big damage. There's going to be a Hodge most likely to follow. Yasa setting up a big gateway. Does get stunned, but there's a gateway the way Trinkets. As is Anto on the approach. Anto may have to bubble this one. As Yasa trying to see if he can pressure Anto, hoping to force a bubble out of him. He knows he needs to be on a run. Yasa knows he needs to be running for his life. But he knows versus Anto, he needs to force out the bubble. He needs to put in some damage. He needs to put in some pressure. Still managing his pets the best as possible. Wall available for Yasa. Can at least use the wall in order to mitigate any kind of intros by Anto. And it's just pushing in. Mortical Ascent. He sees a couple of more demons in there. Stun onto Anto around the corner. Demon Dog is charging in. Anto may be in a bit of trouble. Unless he got himself a big heal. May have to go for a lay on hands. Maybe even a Blessing of Protection. Honestly, Blessing of Protection may not be the worst. Shield of Vengeance to stave off this damage from demons. Does he have any more survivability? He has himself Final Wreck coming up in just a little bit. Lay on hands, but a 43% dampening. It is going to heal him, but only so much. Man, that's so rough. Flash heal right now for Anto, trying to go for a little bit of healing, trying to go for a little bit of survivability. Stun to follow versus Yasa. Big hammers to follow. That's going to be a dark pack right now for Yasa. As he got himself plenty of survivability. But Anto, I don't know what you can do. Blessing of Protection may have to be used here. May just have to do it. Does get himself a Final Wreck. Axe toss by Yasa. Not much you can really do, I think. It's more to call and I think slides out. Yeah. My goodness. Yo. Taria, my man. That is insane. You do so much damage. Even, I was hoping the Mage May would give it an honor duel, but even then he was like, you know what? I don't want to give this guy a try. I want to see if I can push through the team. And I don't blame him. If you decide you don't want to give the honor duel, you're not required to give anybody honor duels. That being said, I would love to see it. But also, that being said, they gave us the opportunity to watch Dalaran come back from the brink of death and turn it around on the mage. Well done, well done. Let's get another one going, boys, yeah? Uno más. Got 5, man, let's go. 3 out of 5, but I'm gonna get off so I can invite people to fix it. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, helping the other group get put together, then we will be good to go. Setting up the other group. Pan and Mitov, stick around if you guys want to play more. We're gonna have me lead and organize a group. If you guys want to join in, well, welcome to. Bolt, got you in here, fam. We need 2 more for this team. So Grain is ready to go. He got his 5-man team, got his squad all ready. Yo, my man Gloosh, where are you at? Gloosh, would you want to play some Outlaw tonight? I don't care if it does well or not. Would you want to give it a go? We know you're good at sub. We see you're good at sub. I want to see you play that Law, man. I want to see you play that Outlaw, bro. Oh man, just time to 18 RBL with 2 seconds spare. Give the keys to here. Yo, John, let's go. Get it? What the hell? Okay, so he wants to fight versus Yasha. So Glitch is joining this team to fight versus the enemy Rogue and Dalaran and Yasha. Grain may need 1 more then, right? Is that what's happening? Or did the Grain already get a replacement pretty quickly? Hopefully. No, no. We need a little more chat. We need 1 more to join this team. Hopefully Grain does get himself a +1. Maybe Grain had a +1 guy join in. But if you guys want to join in, group assisted in LFG, man. Deep cuts. Hell yeah. Yeah, so apparently the appearances for those athletes don't work until 10:05, but once 10:05 comes around, you'll be able to get an extra. Need 1. Germans will trade all I want to play in chest. Oh. Oh, Germans will trade all I want to play chest. It's not actually a Molten Core run. It's not actually a Molten Core run at all. But I appreciate you. I can't get him in here. The man's actually wants to do a raid. Legacy Multicore. Yeah. We got us as a group, boys. Second group up. Grain needs an Uno Mas. Terror needs 1 more. My team needs 1 more as well. And we'll be good to go. Let me see if I can get anybody else in here, man. Let me go from the bottom of the real ID list. Magdem, I think he's just chilling. Tempo. Does he want to join? I think Teppo, I asked him a couple. No, Teppo used to join duels before. He's involved right now, though. Tasty is doing arenas. Silver's just leveling. Silent Storm? Does he want to join in? Or is Ruby? He is that Ruby Life Pulse. Shy. Shy guy? What's on gold? She's in PvP. Gusha. I feel like I should know the name, but they're in Alterac. Does he want to join? Oh, he's leveling Paladin. Time to level up Paladin. Perfect time. Is it good or nerfed? May not be the best idea. But yeah. Rune. He's also Rathi Basin. Man, all you guys are PvPing, huh? Does Prince Ren Shadow wants to join in? Does Ren wants to join in for 5? Oh wait, no, they're an A. Prince is an arena. Pando, love my jewel. Does he want to join in? Is an EU. Paz. Who else did we used to have in here? Obliv. Ashman's Fall. He's in arenas. Nick is an A. I can't wait to do this on A too. Battlefield Ganaeus. Man, all you guys are doing your stuff. All you guys are doing your things. Does Necro want to join in? I could ask him. Ask Necro. Hey, Necro. Pop. Hit him with it. Breeze. Oh, he's doing with his Lord Round. Man, all you guys are pushing arenas. Class changes are announced, and you guys are like, you got pushes in. Get the pushes in. Let's go. Does Jesus want to join in? I can ask him. Sure. Yo, Necro, we got you in here. Grain. I could see if I can maybe get you invited. Get you a guy. Get you +1 maybe. Try to see if I can invite this guy. Once the team is ready, we'll be good to go. Let me log a main real quick. Okay. I can ask Jesus for you if you want. Let me ask him real quickly. Oh, Jesus wants to join this team. Okay, you guys will get Necro then. That'll work. This team will get this one. You guys will get Necro. I got you, guy. I got you +1. I'll get them invited. Okay, Jesus, I'm gonna make a lead here, yeah? Let's do it like this. Delist. Jesus lead. Okay, helping other team, then we will be good to go. Сейчас будет трудно против лог. Это тебе, ты хочешь sub, ты можешь sub. Then pushing rated me last week, 100 magma thresher fish shaking. Magma thresher, is that rare? Outer shell consists of 100 magma. Aside from the cooking properties, the fish looks to be respectable. What the? Really? Invite? Invite. I can get him in. On the 5th? Looks like the team I was trying to get you in just filled. But they rotate quickly. If you are still interested 5 minutes from now. Sorry, Necro. I am so sorry. It's super common. It's all about catching strong sieve and iron tree branches. What the? Oh, harpoons. Draconium nugget. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had no idea. Bunch of people that at some point. Ready? Yeah. So Grain did get a 5th. So we should be okay for now. Sorry about Necro. Sorry to delay logging main also. All good. I'm sorry. All good, good friend. Thanks for helping make groups. Teams do rotate often, so always a chance to play tonight. My face. Hit him with one of those. Spectator match. Jesus and Grain. What did I throw you guys into? Another Nagrand, maybe? Let's do another Nagrand. The Grand Nagrand. I feel like Nagrand is like the most common arena possible out there. This is the most like staple of WoW PvP arena. You know what I mean? Alrighty, boys. Let's get ourselves another going here, man. Another 5v5 duel for the evening, boys. Not a big fan of that song, so we're actually gonna skip that one. Get some mind. This one's pretty good. I like how intense this one can get. Boys, let's have some fun, yeah? ONYXIA, Jesus join in. I love the amount of cooldowns I see, man. They really did update something about it. They definitely did make it so that it tracks easier. Every CD, even Bulk, I can see everything from his Thunder Fist. Has I been normal? I don't think that's normal. I definitely know that I did not see that full array of CC for the mage ever. I've never seen that before. Maybe it's like a frost only thing because we usually have Seabark in these. But I have no idea. It looks so good. Alrighty, boys. Which? We got us a team one together with Ball Kelly as a Windwalker Monk joining another elite set. We got Jesus joining us in a Holy Monster. Meets over in the back as a Frosty Mage with a purple set. Got us his pad over here as a Shadow and Glitch joining in because he wants to fight against this man named Yasha. But before we can fight Yasha, it's going to be Yasha. Close in sound, but a completely different name. Death Knight versus the Paladin, gonna be two fighting each other. Big hammer get over Jesus' head, maybe in a bit of trouble. Mad damage on Yasha though, does go in for the bubble. Jesus does say, oh, mad damage out of the Paladin. Big hammer hanging over your head. He just committed all that holy power into your head. I do wonder if he was playing the big single target version of the hammer, or if it was playing that cleavy hammer, where if he cleaves anything around, like the pets, all the damage also adds in towards the hammer. Because if you played the cleave version, that would have been amazing value. Big secret against Yasha. Oh my god! Did just burn a bubble, so I guess that makes sense for him to go down as quickly as he did. Dalaran is going to be up next, trying to see if he can deny a glitch. He kind of resets, going for a big go. Big avatar. That's going to be a mad blade storm. That's mad doing big damage. So that's going to be glitch immediately popping an evasion. And Dalaran trying to see if he can back away. Big defensive stance to follow. Does have a trick in case he needs to, but doesn't need to. Has himself the banner in case things ever get in big trouble, and Dalaran does have a dot on him. Glush will be very careful here. He has to be careful. He needs to maintain a dot on Dalaran at all times. That rupture needs to be there. Otherwise, Dalaran is going to have second wind, letting him recover fully. So normally Glush just goes in for hit and once, does not leave his enemies bleeding. Does not want to make it seem like he's been there ever. He wants to just make sure he's in and out. Enough said. But with Dalaran, he does play into second win, picking up the eyes. It's going to be immediate disturbance, goes trinkets it. Might put Glitch in a bad situation. Big secret technique. Dalaran barely surviving it. Trying to go for a big heal. Gouch is going to go for a Strongbolt. Does he have himself a big go? Looks like playing the defensive with trying to get some bleeds onto Glitch. Maybe can have himself full go either way though. Big War Breaker. Glitch in big trouble. Skull Breaker to get him low. That's going to be yet another bleed to follow. Leaping around top of Glitch with a slow right after. Does have himself a Shadow Step, but Glitch is still dotted up. That is going to be sipping up real quickly. Dalaran needs to find a way to get next to him. He does have a trinket in case things really go bad. Again, if you don't put bleeds on Dalaran, you're just going to end up healing for it. Shadow Strike by the Rogue. Try to see if he can avoid Dalaran. That's going to be maybe potentially a trinket. Oh, a rallying cry. Does give him some battle match trinket. Parry to follow. Glitch cannot really bypass these defenses. Try to see if he can avoid him with a Shadow Step though. Does Dalaran get to reconnect? He may need to pre-banner the next go by Glitch. If he can pre-banner the next go by the Rogue, he may be okay. Picking up eyes, trying to get proactive. Dots around him, battle match trinket, everything falling off. Glitch is trying to see if he can skulk around to him. Dalaran may be in a bit of trouble. Kiddish out onto Stormbolt. I don't know if Dalaran survives this. Maybe it did something to Glitch. Oh, that eviscerate does go through. The Rogue just needed one good old crit. He'll be fine. That is a rough one. With potentially Yasha up next? Is it going to be Griff? No. It's going to be our man, Eddie. Eddie, next up versus the Rogue. Can he bypass him? He might be able to just rock him down or burst him down. Glitch does not have a trinket, so maybe like a good sleep go with a deep breath. Maybe able to make a play here. Nullified Triumph for Eddie. Trying to see if he can go for a big disintegrates versus Glitch. Mad damage onto the Rogue. Already got like 25% of his cells just burned through with a beam. But Eddie is not out of the woods just yet. Does get himself a wall together with the Shroud. Immune to CC unless he gets sapped up by the Rogue. No more eyes available. So really right now it's Glitch's playfield unless Eddie can find him. That or unless Glitch decides to come out from behind his safety of the pillar. Eddie has plenty of defenses still left here. Does remove the bleed pretty early on versus the Rogue. Shroud is going to fall off. Does pre-wall the skittish out, which is going to give him a lot more survivability as it goes. Try to see if he can maximize some damage out of here. Eddie does go for a big heal from the damage. Just trying to preamp the damage as best as possible with that renewing blaze. But it's going to get CC'd back to back with stuns. I don't really know if Eddie can maybe get himself another go. If Glitch himself enough for a Kindle shot, I don't know if he can really bypass it then. He may not be able to deal with it. Kindle shot to follow. Does not have it out. Is that a secret technique that's going to do a lot of damage. Eddie barely surviving this. Definitely needs himself a lot more healing. Trying to go for a big deep breath. Doesn't really quite stun Rogue. That's going to be Shadow to follow. Trying to see if he can ruin him. Does get to ruin out in the open. It's going to be Cloak of Shadows by the Rogue. Is Eddie looking for a full recovery? Can he do it? Get interrupted on the red, but does still have access to the bronze abilities, blue abilities, green abilities for self-heal. But looks like he can still focus on using Living Flames in order to catch up. Glitch does end up diving away from him behind the pillar. I don't know how Eddie can maybe potentially find him. That is going to be Sapper to the Evoker. Maybe Eddie can pre-wall as if Glitch, let's say, opens up with a Shadow Strike or something. Maybe he might be able to hit a wall or something. Potentially. Kindle shot. Clean opener by the Rogue. Gonna be that shadowy duel most likely. Secret technique on top of it. Everything. Cheap shot to follow. Does he have the visceral damage? Eddie trying to go for a bit of reheal. But I think it may be over for him. Trying to go for as much self-heal as possible. Living Flame cannot be interrupted for a second. Nullified Shroud to immune everything. And is he just gonna try to see if he can beam down the Rogue? At least able to get quite a bit of damage onto the Rogue. Just needs a lot more beams. But he's just super defensive the entire game. Does have a trinket coming back up. Glitch to the trinket of zone. No cloak for the Rogue for a while. Does have vanishes though. But if Eddie can maybe get enough damage in with a big deep breath with a fire breath combo with mastery, maybe he can make a big play. But it's going to be saps out of the Rogue to try to see if he can get past those shrouds. Eddie is going to get sapped up. Does have a trinket, may have to trinket this one here. Does trinket a Battle Master trinket just to give himself a little bit extra bolstered health. Deep breath to follow into Glitch. Does have a big shatter. Does he have any big damage to follow? Mastery right after. Big disintegrate is going to be vanished out of the Rogue, trying to go for as much self-heal as possible. Does the Rogue come out in the open? Or is Glitch going to be patient about it? Because you could just Shadow Strike and get in there, maybe get an interrupt. As Eddie got himself full recovery. But now I think Eddie may be in a bit of trouble. Shadow Strike out of the Rogue. Does he have a secret technique? Eddie does have himself a defensive for a short time, but not enough in order to live that. That is super unfortunate. With Griff going to be up next, trying to see if he can find Glitch out, but Glitch is going to get back in there, at least land a sap on the guy. This is going to be an opportunity for Glitch to potentially get the team taken down from 100 to 0. Looks like Yasha just trying to see if he can observe it from a better angle, just watching what is going on. Maybe trying to give the Rogue a little bit of advice, almost like a coach, watching the fighter play. It's like, come on, Griff, put your daggers up, man. You gotta parry them. You gotta dodge, man. You gotta be nimble. Can't let him get the opener on you, my guy. You can't do it. It's gonna be Griff picking up the eye, trying to see if he can stay proactive with Glitch. I don't know if picking up the eye is a good idea, though. because at least it gives the other rogue an opportunity to, one, see where you are, denies you a vanish, and then it just gives them a go. Trinket immediately for Griff. Gouge onto Gloosh. Does he have a big go? Gloosh is trying to see if he can live by the cheat death, but it's going to be mad damage out of Griff. Is it going to be enough though, potentially? Trying to get some doubts under Gloosh into a Disarmer after. Isn't enough damage though. Cloak Shadows for Gloosh. As Griff is going to go for a vanish. Gloosh still out in the open with an evasion. And could potentially pick up eyes of his own. Still has a cheat death, so he may be okay. Still holding on to a trinket, but Griff doesn't. So I think Gloosh right now is in a situation where he does have an advantage. Picking up the smoke bomb in case Griff is nearby, but Griff is nowhere near. This could be rough, honestly. Is Gloosh trying to find Griff? Can he do it? Does try to see if he can catch himself a bit of a reset, but it looks like some kind of dot is still keeping him out in the open. Cheap shot. Can he shot into Gloosh? Does go for a gouge? Does he have a big go? Can he shot into Griff? Is it enough though? Gloosh potentially could take him out. Big secret technique versus Griff. Does he have a cheap shot to follow? Blind by Griff. Wait, Griff, if you have cooldowns, maybe you win this. Vanish? Gloosh does go for a Phantom Knife to get Griff out in the open. Griff does have an evasion. Blind onto Griff. The chess match between these two. Whoever gets CC first or whoever gets CC second, I guess now is winning. I feel like Griff should have had a chew in, but I don't know how he wasn't able to sap out Gloosh off of the blind when he had to go. Huh. Well, Griff does have a cheat death. Maybe that keeps him alive here. Barely. No. Secret technique just takes him out. Bypasses that cheat death entirely. I mean, it procs it. But then he just like slams through it anyway. My goodness. At least Yassi is giving Gloosh an opportunity to get a proper honor duel or whatever. At least it's that. So maybe we can see if the rogue can bypass the Demonology Warlock. Or maybe this is where the Demo takes it, sweeps the rogue, full sweeps entire team 1. Right now it's really down to Yasa to see if he can potentially fight through him. Can he do it though is the question. Can he bypass the sub-rogue? He's just given an opportunity to catch himself full reset. I don't know if he could really wait for a full trinket. I mean, maybe 40 seconds on a trinket. Maybe he's giving him an actual full reset. I think he is. He's been super friendly. They've been super accommodating. And Gloosh is just waiting. 30 seconds on that trinket. So how's you guys' day going? Yeah, these guys are literally just waiting. They're literally waiting until full reset. So we're just waiting until full reset. How you boys all doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a good one, by the way. While I got you guys here, if you haven't hit subscribe, might as well. Join our Discord while you're at it. I don't announce that stuff as often as I do. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. These are super fun. Channel 5 coming out very soon. Cannot wait to check it out. I'm gonna have fun covering all the different class changes tonight. There's a lot of new stuff, man. Lots of bots coming up. Super excited for it, especially PvP changes too. Gonna be Yasha getting ahead of his bed, sapped up by the rogue, gouge into get a shot immediately. Does himself trinket with a dark pack really early on. Yasha trying to get super hyper aggressive here. Shot him out by the rogue, but I think one of the pets was able to get him out in the open. More to culture follow. Gloosh has a trinket. Does go for vanishes. Vanish, shot him out. Both got burned really early on. Does not have a whirlwind by his pet anymore. But Yasha does have his pets fully empowered with the obelisk nearby as well. Can he somehow bypass this warlock though is my question. Does have a wall in case he needs it. Big shadow strike into a shadowy duel. That's going to be Yasha dropping down the portal with a waterfall. Again, just trying to reduce as much damage from the rogue as you can. At this high dampening, whatever you can do it is going to help you out a ton. Nether portal out for Yasha. Eventually is going to get a big pit lord down onto Gloosh. This is going to be an Axos follow. Gloosh at some point will want to vanish it out. Is going to vanish really early. Yasha looking to pick up eyes. If he can keep the pets on Gloosh, that pit lord could actually gain a lot of value. Gloosh is going to shadow strike him immediately. Stunning Yasha. Does he survive this slows enough? That's going to be pit lord charging in. Does Gloosh have a way to bypass the pit lord? Oh, does go for a big shadow strike versus Yasha. At the end of the day, though, he does make a full sweep against the entire enemy team. Quick 1v5, taking all of them out. That's a rough one, man. That's a rough duel. Let's get ourselves another go in here, boys. Yeah. Man, rogues are nuts. Rogues are just absolutely insane. This is a stream. I'm a part of the community. Hell yeah, man. Nice. WC. Wait, what? What is that? What was that, Atho? What does WC stand for, my man? What happened? Ban? You think rogues should be banned? We could potentially ban rogues. I'll ask the chat tomorrow. Like, if we have a lot of sub rogues after night, I'll ask him, yo, should we ban sub rogues? Because they're just back to just like opener, blast people out of the game. Back in the old door. Are you going on an alt or something? I mean, if it's that, if it only takes 2 hours to run it, might as well, yeah? Get a bunch of runs out of the way. While it's hot, while it's new. Gear your alts and whatever. So Grain is ready. I want to see if Jesus is ready. Do we have a 5-man or are we good? Arm's going to be insane 10-0. Arm's looking really good on 10-0. I'm really excited, man. They got a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense, a little bit of new talents, a little bit of new gameplay. Buffs to a lot of the talents that don't really see a lot of play. Big crit damage buffs, so it should be really, really strong. I'm hoping for them, man. I'm hoping. You think second win is going to be enough to make them look super survivable? It's definitely going to be better than nothing. 10.05, 10.5, 10.5. Well, 10.05 or 10.5? Because the 0.5 would be like a major patch. Wrong chat Dell. I usually just do MT, like a mistel. MT. That's usually what I write. Grain is ready. Is Jesus ready? Let me know if you got a 5-man ready to go. Let me know if your team is ready. Or if you need more people. And then I can see if I can go group together. On the warrior with a guild now. Let's go. Massive. Have fun with it, man. I've got to go. Oh, invite me. In me so I can group if you can. It's okay, Jesus. No worry, my man. No worries, my guy. Use WC then. Yeah. I also have seen people like instead of using 1v1, people use like 1c1. Like the C instead of the V. So I guess it's different, but it makes sense. I'm not in a group. Oh no! Yo, whoever lead on that group is Glush lead. Glush, hold on. Are you lead by chance? Are you lead of that group by chance? Wait, MT. Hold on, wrong one. MT. And with the MT. Where is Sash? Where are you? Unreal ID. Are you still here? Will you be up above? Oh, there you are. Why I'm literally blind. You too? Okay, invite me. Because join. I can take over. I can take over. Pass me lead real quick. We'll try to see if we can get some more people in. Necro, we got a spot. Hold on. Hey, it's me again. Spots are open. Got 2 free spots. Pass lead. Pass lead plus smiley face. Hit you with it. I'm gonna try to see if we can organize at least one more group here, boys, for them EU 5V5 1v1 Duels. Pass lead, and I can get you in here, my guy. Or maybe we can just suggest invite. There we go. I think I do have to be lead in order to get groups up and running, and hopefully that'll work. Razor, let's go. You need a +1, boys. You need a +1. Let me relist it actually. Delist and relist. That's a multi-core 5v5 1. Boys, we need Unamas. Unamas over for the team EU. If you guys want to join in, have fun with your class before he gets buffed or nerfed in the patch 10.05. You guys are more than welcome to join in. Group is currently available. So if you guys want to pop in, more than welcome to. Oh, okay. Dude, everybody got the MTs, man. Everybody got the minstrels. Everybody got the whispers to work first tonight. I done it. Athen done it. That's Sasha done it. 5V5 1v1 Duels? Hell yeah, dude. I guess you guys are boys in here. We need Onomasa would be good to go. Well, let's get an invite, man. Who else is normally here? Athen, you want to join in for at least one? Get one out of the way. One game. Just one more for the road before your class gets absolutely gutted. Okay, maybe I invite Calf. Crazy Cat? Well, and so many of you guys are out here pushing arenas. I want to invite y'all, but I feel like I can't. Danny? Do we get Danny in here? Got a lot of rogues in here anyway. Grain is on the opposite team. I don't remember if I asked Holy. Energy is leveling. Johan, does he want to join in by chance? Johan, you want to join in? I don't want to get gutted by Warlock or Rogue. Fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. Throw me an invite. Yeah, my man. Let's go, dude. That's some fun. Yeah, we got a couple of mages in here, dude. We had at least one Frosty mage trying to see if we can make a play. And I guess I make a lead, yeah. I make a lead. We got at least one more for the night, boys. At least one more for the road tonight, yeah? I got a big update to work on this evening. Let's get a grain. Johan, grain. I don't even know what arena to throw you guys into. Blade's Edge, maybe? I like Blade's Edge, man. Let's do another Blade's Edge arena. Thanks for inviting me to the tournament. What's up, Razor? You're more welcome to my guy. Anybody and everybody's welcome to join in. Don't really know if I'd call this like a tournament. But pretty close to a tournament, I guess. So, yeah. Sort of, kind of. I think of it more like a community event more than anything. Just a community thing, hanging out with the boys, doing our thing. Chilling, playing some games, all the good stuff. Alrighty. Alrighty, boys. Maybe last one for the night. I want to see if they still have groups after this one. But this one, maybe last one for the evening, boys, before we do some more games tomorrow over on the Team NA. You guys have some fun, yeah? Potentially last one of the night. Hopefully we'll have more than just 3 over in the Team 2. Hopefully they're still loading in. Okay, they are loading in, little by little. I think they're just waiting for the Warlock too. But yes, yeah. Because yes, it does take a second to load in. Takes a moment or two. Switch. Team 1, we have us everybody here with Ball Kelly. Never got to play last time as a Windwalker. We got Pad over as a Shatterface. Razor over as a Feral Druid. We got my man Titty, or Johan rather. Huge butt man with Glue Show on that team as well. With Ball Carry going to be first up versus Dalaran. Hit him with an incap, but it's going to be leg sweep immediately as Dalaran trying to see if he can Zerk Rage out of the incap. Fist of Fury up and running. Does he have a parry of his own? Parry for parry. That's going to be important for Ball Carry. Expecting Dalaran to go in super hyper offensively, defensively. Parry up. So he's basically immune to any kind of physical damage and is just trying to see if he can maybe go for counter. Stun to Bulk Hair, but hasn't got for big damage yet. Breaking through his defenses, mad damage onto Bulk Hair, popping off every defensive. That's going to be full brew together with dampen harm. Everything he can do to reduce the damage is taken. As Dalaran trying to see if he can find a better angle on him. Blaze to follow. Blaze actually doing quite a significant amount of damage for the warrior right now. Actually doing a bit of work. Charge, execute ready, but Bulk Hair does get himself a karma. Trying to see if he can maybe change that to Dalaran, but definitely needs to play defensively. Dalaran needs to wait out a little bit longer. Stormbolt to try to deny the monk any kind of defensive. That's going to be Zerk or Rage, I think, to break out of that one. That or the monk broke his own ink cap. I'm not even sure, but does have a port. Dalaran looking to chase after him. But Volker could use the port in order to reposition yet again. Does go for the jab. Lexi, but Dalaran does have a trick in case he needs to. He may need to use it. He's kind of just trying to judge the situation here. Trying to gauge it. Looking to bypass past the Fist of Fury. Is able to overpower the Fist of Fury to bypass the parrying effect. Charging towards Bulk Big Stormbolt to follow. Does he have enough damage? Big War Breaker. Is it going to be enough here? Oh, it does go for the Crushing Slam. Skull Breaker. With full dodge going to be up by Pad. Just looking to load up. Dalaran full of damage over time. Got a Scythian. Mindbender joining in. Dalaran is going to be under a ton of pressure. Has a charge towards a Scythian. Full PI ready. And Dalaran getting rooted out in the open. Does he avoid the charges? He avoids most of the blasts from the Void Volley, but only one does connect. Mind Games to follow him. So Dalaran is very limited on what he can do in terms of survivability. Stormbolt or Pad. I think he's just trying to see if he can maybe run away, let the dots fall off, and maybe let second wind take over in terms of healing him. I don't know if he can do so. Pad has a lot of instant casts. He has a lot of damage, a lot of survivability. The Shatterface right now is actually in a very formidable space and can do a ton of damage. Is Dalaran dotted up? I think he may be dotted up right now. Did I avoid it? Trying to see if he can avoid the Shatterface. Can he do it? The Wild Mounted, at least he's able to stay away. He's going to go for the big... Wait, Shadowmeld? Is he dotted? Oh, he does get him out the open. I think he was trying to see maybe if he can get a second win like a little bit longer. It just got the dots to fall off of him. He's like, all right, gotta give myself a second. Reflect up for Dalaran. Doesn't look like he ends up getting reflected on that Mind Games. That is super unfortunate. Dalaran is gonna back up out of there. At least waiting until the Mind Games falls off. Because otherwise he's hurting himself. And he ends up just healing Pad instead. Let's go for the battle stance to remove a lot of that self-dampening with damage reductions by the defensive stance. As soon as he pops into that offensive stance, though, reduces the damage. No longer reduces the damage that he takes. That is going to be a quick execute out of pad, though, taking him out. With Eddie, the Evoker, going to be up next. Does go for a big deep breath of the pad, but it's going to disperse it immediately. Playing it very, very defensive against the Evoker as Eddie looks to catch up a little bit of healing. Shatter onto pad, trying to go for big eruptions. Can he get into close combat? No, he does go for the stun as the man's trying to go for a big disintegrates. Big mind games. That's going to show up on the shadow. Pad could be in big, big trouble. Oh! And the blue Dragonflight magic does end up searing right through the Shadow Priest as Eddie is going to end up taking him out. That is super, super unfortunate. Gonna be Gloosh? Oh no. Yeah, let everybody else play, man. Let everybody else play. Glitch, you can go last, man. You don't have to go first. Let these guys get a chance. Gonna be Razor up next. Yet to play, but finally actually gets to. Is gonna root down the Evoker as he's trying to go for that hover in order to break out of there. The Evoker does play into the Cauterize and Flame, which does let him cauterize any open bleeds, any open wounds, but also take off any diseases off of him, any curses. Basically, is a nice little like a dispel for everything that isn't magic damage on a minute CD. With a bit of a heal, I think per dot removes. So it's quite a substantial heal. Razor trying to see if he can get those damage back in on the Evoker, trying to see if he can claw right through those scales. As Eddie backing up out of there, using the hover ability to give him some mobility. Massive deep breath onto Razor. It's going to be a fire breath, big dot onto the droid. Trying to see if he can play it very, very defensively. Got himself the incarnation, looking for a bit of a reheal. Has himself big defenses as well with that Heart of the Wild. Wall available for Razor main also. As Eddie trying to see if he can get himself maybe a bit of survivability. Got himself the Shroud. Can still get interrupted, but he cannot be stunned properly, which gives him an opportunity to actually have a play versus Razor. And it's going to be big wall, big Shroud, actually basically immune to everything but damage. He's literally immune to everything but death itself. Cannot be interrupted, cannot be CC'd, but still can be rotted. As Razor just going to back up out of there, just looking for a full reset away from the Evoker. As he's trying to be proactive, picking up the eyes. Razor needs to find himself a better angle, looking for a bit of a reheal, trying to get some hots rolling in really early on. And can potentially get a proper stun onto Eddie. Eddie tried to see if he can hover right into him, but does get hit with a rake in the opener. But does Eddie have damage though? He does have big mastery go. So potentially if you can get Razor away from any kind of pillar, give himself a big mastery, potentially a big setup. Trying to go for deep breath, doesn't quite connect with Razor though. That is super forge, and Eddie may just have to play it very, very carefully. Trying to go for a bit of a living flame. But so far hasn't really committed too many big defensive offensives. Trying to see if he can knock the Feral out of stealth, but doesn't quite get to. That was a really good move though. Big shadow onto Razor is going to get himself a bit of recovery as he got himself that flame that as it takes damage is going to end up killing himself for the damage that's taken. 28% dampener, big mastery damage out of for Eddie. Trying to go for a big fire breath on Razor with a disintegrate to follow. It's going to be a wall for Razor again, trying not to get interrupted. And Eddie trying to go for as much self-healing as possible. Got himself the hover together with living flame, but needs to stay aggressive with the Feral dude. He realizes he should stay as aggressive as possible. The Feral does dive into his stealth, and Eddie may need a Shroud or two. Potentially a trinket maybe? Looks like he's going to be fine, but still big mastery at the ready. I don't know if he's got any damage to fall off of that mastery. Maim to follow, does get himself a Shroud. No interrupt, but Razor, it's going to get rooted out in the open. That's going to be a wall together with Shroud, immune to any CC, immune to any interrupts. Now's the opportunity to make some damage happen. Fire Breath, I think, was able to maybe connect with Razor, but I'm not sure. Eddie looking for a full recovery. Trying to see if he can keep himself alive. Disintegrate to follow onto Razor. Trying to see if he can keep beaming him down. Claws around the corner as he does dive into a Barskian onto the pillar. And Eddie still playing it super defensive. I don't even know if it's a Evoker. Like, is this a situation where you just go aggressive? Or do you play defensive? Because my first gut feeling says Eddie may be playing too defensively. But I wonder, maybe the defensive play will have a big payoff at the end of the day though. Maybe you have to play super defensive, but I feel like with the mobility you have to take advantage of opportunity as soon as it presents it and just get in the enemy's face. Just start living flaming them instead of living flaming yourself to heal, because living flame by its own can do a lot of damage even if you're just hard casting it. Big trinket onto Razor, big disintegrate to follow. Does he get to take him out? He just needs himself a better angle, but he almost has him right there. Emperor looking for a big recovery. But so is Eddie. Got himself as much self-healing as he can. Big living flames right after, back to back. And Razor looks like he should be able to get himself a proper reset as he does have incarnation with the Heart of the Wild, giving him a little bit more of that supplemental healing. And again, blood up yet again. Does not have a way to bypass the bleeds, but can go for Renew and Blaze, which is going to give him healing from the damage that he's taking. Walls as well as the ready. Razor hoping to charge in. Maim onto Eddie. He does a wall so he cannot be interrupted while he's casting. Trying to go for a fire breath, but I think may have completely missed it. That's going to be back-to-back living flames. At least get himself a little bit of recovery. Nullified shot does get interrupted at the last second. And Razor can potentially bypass it. Eddie could go for a wall as well as a Nullified Shroud together here. Does get himself living flames while he's hovering. And Razor looks like he just wants to back up out of it entirely. Give himself a bit of a reset. Try to go for a stun opener. Doesn't quite connect. Interrupt Eddie on the blue magic. But does have plenty of healing, plenty of living flames. And that's what I mean. Like, it feels like it should just swap to like red magic instead of blue magic when just doing damage. You know, using hover, you disintegrate. Just start blasting him with living flames. Because that does quite a bit of damage on someone. You know? But I don't know. Maybe that's how it's supposed to. Opener onto Eddie. Does have a trigger for it. He's going to try to see if he can stay proactive. Does have a big mastery at the ready. The Rooted Feral out in the open. Does he maybe get himself big deep breath? Trying to go for deep breath, but doesn't quite connect. I think maybe delayed it. He was waiting for someone. He ruined the Feral. I think maybe he's trying to line up to make sure deep breath happens, but the Feral was quick to just power shift out of it. Eddie, does he survive here, man? Does go for big mastery, maybe a big go. Fire breath, I think, does not even connect with Razor, but a big eternity surge to follow. Big disintegrates right after. Does Eddie just get aggressive here? There's a wall for the Feral Druid with a Barkskin. Try to see if he can stay proactively surviving here. But may just need to stay super aggressive with the Feral. There's a Barkskin. Skull Bash. I think just need to switch to red magic to start doing damage. Knock the Feral up in the air for just a second. Maim to follow right after. Eddie, does he have any more survivability or damage? I think he just needs to commit some damage at some point. He got full mastery. This is the most damage you're ever going to be able to do, but the Feral does end up clawing you down with the brutal slashes. That is super unfortunate, man. That is so rough. This is going to be Yasha up next. Try to see if he can charge out towards Razor. It should be maybe a little bit of an easier match here, as it is a Demonology Warlock with the pets, with the can deal with the bleeds, can deal with the constant pressure of the Feral, and the Feral will not be able to really hide from him nearly as easily. You can just have pets constantly chasing after him. Look at that pincer maneuver. Fel Guards, Wrath Guards around the corner. Axe Toss with the main pet. Gonna be Demon Doggers charging out. Mortal Coil to put Razor out in the open. Tyrant to follow him. He's gonna try to see if he can avoid the entire set of armor with the pets. But the Axos could just lock him down for just a moment. Try to see if he can roar him out of the way. Does get the pets grouped up fairly well, actually. But Gassi is on the other side of the arena. Like, he's not really giving Razor much opportunity. The man is kind of stuck behind the pillar. He has pets, full armor of them on one side, and Yassi on the other. But Demon Dog is able to easily charge after Razor. He's trying to see if he can avoid him as best as he can. But even though he got ramps, which you can kind of utilize, it's just not enough. And Yasha has those angles because the pet has the angles, and you gotta watch out for both the pet as well as the Warlock. And that's just a lot of damage on the Feral Druid. I think eventually he's just gonna die, right? Maybe. I don't know if he's got any survivability anymore left. He's got nothing. Try to see if he can get kind of aggressive with the main pet, but I feel like that Wrathguard will literally be able to take it down little by little. Either that or Yasha just wait until you can get an angle to maybe get some Demon Doggers in ya. And that big old bite with the Demon Doggers, I think may just do it. Yeah, he does it. Yasha just didn't want to push it in. He was like, you know what? I literally can't lose it. The man needs to get super aggressive. That or he loses. Gonna be Glitch up next. Is he trying to go for? I think he's trying to go for a bow. I think Glitch trying to go for a bow, but at some point, actually, I think that Pitlord is just gonna come out and Glitch is gonna have to go for a vanish anyway. Huh? That or Glitch is just trying to die. I'm not sure. Maybe Glitch is just trying to die. I'm not really sure. I have no idea. That or he's trying to get low? Or is she death? Evasion? I think he's just trying to make it winnable for Yasa. He tried to be like, okay, let me get low health. Let me get she death. If you win this duel after just forcing out those defenses out of you, that just says everything that we need to know about Rogues. Doesn't go for advantage, has a second one at the ready. I think still also has a shadow mode as well. But took a big opener by Yasha. Let his she death get procced. And now he just maybe messing with him. Is BMing as usual? I think he literally is BMing him. I think he actually is BMing. I think him and Yassi maybe dueled each other before and Yassi won a couple of encounters. So now Glitch is like, I want to be able to fight the Warlock. I need to be able to practice it. He did say earlier in the comment in the DM, he was like, I need to practice Warlocks. So maybe that's him literally just trying to practice against him. Honestly, not the worst idea. Gonna be big damage, and Glitch doesn't end up taking him out with Grifka. Not gonna let him out of his sight at all. Oh my goodness. My man Titty actually will get a chance to play Frosty Mage versus a Subtlety Rogue. We did have a Frost Mage beat a Sub Rogue earlier here, so it's not that it's impossible. It is really difficult. But this man, look at his cooldowns, man. Look at this cooldowns bar on the left hand side of the screen. He got a lot of cooldowns, so hopefully at least one of those things ends up maybe winning him the match. You know what I mean? Just throw literally everything at the Rogue. One of them should work. There's a lot of things you can use. My goodness. Griff tried to see if he can get a Shadow Strike versus the Mage with the Alter Time, trying to make sure he's extra safe, extra healthy. Is going to get a bit of instant cast damage versus Griff. He has an Alter Time to pull him back in a good spot. Is going to be able to recover a lot of health. He's trying to get as much damage as he can. Nova onto Griff, but that's still going to be Cloak. Does he end up breaking out of the Nova? Did he have anything to follow? He does have to go for an Ice Block here. Got himself recovered wildly in the block, but 72% dampening, not gonna give you a lot of health to work with. Griff does end up bailing away, gonna be Blizzards down. Hopefully the Mage knows he could be in a bad situation next go by the Rogue. Definitely needs to Nova him out in the open somehow. Root him in place, maybe go for a big Glacial. I think Glacial would maybe be too close though. Ray of Frost doing a lot of damage. Actually, the Rogue could be in trouble. Big Ray. Hold on, massive Ray of Frost. Invis by the Mage. Does go for a lance, Blizzard around the corner. Griff trying to see if he can avoid it, but it's best possible. I don't know if he's going to be able to cut him in there. I don't think it's going to happen. Does have a second Ice Block in case he needs to. So he does have a pretty big immunity. Was that all the time? I don't think that was all the time. But trying to see if he can find the Rogue if at all possible. Did use himself the Icy Vein, so that gives him a lot of haste to work with. But it's very, very short-lived. Cheap Shot immediately blocked it. I think Griff at this point has himself getting a shot in case he needs to. Blink. Ooh, that's a lot of damage out of the Rogue. That is just a ton of damage out of the Rogue. And Griff does end up getting 2. Interesting set of duels tonight, boys. Interesting. That was so close with the Evoker and the Druid, man. It's like one of those, I need to play Evoker. It's one of those situations where I realize I just need to play Evoker in PvP. Because to me, it feels like it's one of those situations where I just think the Evoker needs to just commit damage. I know you're low on health, but so is the other guy, and if you just commit damage, you could probably end the duel right there. That being said, everyone's first instinct is to play defensive, and maybe Evoker just loses if you chase. Maybe you have to play defensive. But letting the Feral just get bleeds on you, get behind the pillar at 0 health, I feel like at some point you just gotta stop pressing Living Flame on yourself and just Living Flame on the Feral while using Hover. Just chase, especially if you just use the kick on a blue spell of yours, just hover after him and just Living Flame him down. Because eventually, at least just start clawing at him, anything, you know what I mean? Because eventually he's just gonna die. Living Flame does a lot of damage, especially if you got the long cast one. But yeah, it's a rough one, man. This definitely is a rough situation to be in. And the Demon Hunter said, Adele, I think we had a Demon Hunter at the very beginning of this stream, but then they were kind of gone. Sasha and Grain, do we still have groups, by the way? Do you guys want to go one more? Unomas, potentially? Unomas? Hi, what's up, Walder? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. I don't want to face tank him. Yeah, I guess it's not a bad, not a good idea to just face tank a guy, but yeah, I don't know. Nibble BM, Miss Neem Hotel, Norm Pop. Okay. Oh, throw me an invite. We seem to be 3 here. Oh, but you're in team with Sasha though, so 2 people went. Wait for Yasha. 3 here. Speak English, man. Me? I tried it the best I can. Or you mean like Sasha? He said I didn't want to BM. I think they agreed that that's what they're gonna do for the duel. Что-то запутил. I have no idea. Он что-то I have no idea. Мы с ним хотел Norm PvP. I think he wanted to do like an honor duel reset with him, and then the guy threw cooldowns at him, so Sasha was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna get a cheat death and just go reset or something. He was trying to talk to Yassi, and Yassi just kind of threw everything at him, I think. I'm a little confused, but that's more or less what he said. Plus ready? Wait, are we ready? Because Johan got 3, but weren't you in team Johan too? Or you guys, or is the plus means like I understood what he meant? I'm not even sure. A lot of these Slavic boys do plus or pluses. It was a response, and it's usually they do plus whenever it's like, yo, team is ready. I'm like, okay, cool, we're good to go. But you guys sometimes also just add plus in there, and I'm just like, what is that like? Is that like an agree? Is that like good? Is that like thumbs up? Or you know, I have no idea. I just have no clue. But yeah, I think we're. Yeah, Johan, so it's only 3 people. That's the team with the Gloosh, right? Your team with Rogue Gloosh, yeah? I think. Depends how you spell Gloosh. I get spelled it with the 2 U's. Gloosh. Yeah, okay. We can call it there, man. We can call it there, chat. Razor and Pad. Yeah, we can call it there, man. We had a lot of duels here on the EU, man. Plenty of games, plenty of fun. Tomorrow, we got even more NA duels. I gotta get some food, man. I gotta get some work done. So we're gonna call it here just a little bit earlier. I didn't get much sleep at all last night, by the way, boys. So I'm just gonna call it here just to get work done. We had a lot of fun on duels tonight, though. I enjoyed these a lot. Rare classic fact of the day: foot bus effect vehicles kick W. Why? Why is that a thing? You get battle mages? Ooh, he does have a sword in his other hand. That looks pretty cool. Hope tomorrow, radio in time. Necro, we're doing them on an A, but I appreciate you, my guy. Thanks so much for joining. We do this every single Friday and Saturday over on the Friday for EU and Saturday for the NA. Boys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening tonight, man. We got ourselves. I'm switching to a better song. Patch 10.05 coming out very, very soon. Even more class changes. And actually, let me take a look at the class changes that are coming up, just to give you guys a bit of a glimpse. We took a look at them earlier at the very start of the stream. Bunch of changes coming up for 10.05, man. Buffs and nerfs. Shaman buffs, power warrior nerfs. Wait a second. So balance, they fix an issue with cosmic stupidity and not increasing frequency of shooting stars, so it's gonna be better. When it comes to damage, increase starfire, it does more, 30 instead of 50, so they're toning down a little bit. Toning down the buffs that are coming up for the druids. Verdancy healing reduced, Adept Storm increased effectively by 20, Adept Storm healing damage reduced by 10, Dream State reduced by 20 instead of 15, so they're trying to make that town better. So it's gonna be like some nerfs for restoration druids. They are performing really, really well though. Furnos, Oof, Copium. Fire Mage, a little bit of damage buffed. Frost, a little bit of damage buffed, which is kind of nice. Mystery, they make it less of despair, even better. Feature our balance for this ability. Bearer, physical, 50% of flash of light, healing with 40. I don't even know if that's good. Priest, Disc, you got more healing for flash heal, renew, power radiance healing increased by 100. Ultimate radiance increases healing down by power word radiance by 10 was 100. So they make it a buff baseline. So they don't need ultimate radiance nearly as much. Since the many increases damage by 40 instead of 30, which is good. The ability to creates potential for 36% of critical healing with 510, so they're nerfing it a little bit. Changes to this game to improve its flexibility to react to burst damage, especially in dungeons. At the same time, we're turning down the town's contribution to more than 10 to this overall healing. Between these two changes in 10.05, this ability to be slightly more effective in raids and significantly more effective in dungeons, which is a big one. I like this in dungeons. Owl the Rogue. Overall, survivability stamina is challenging content has been consistently higher than we expected or intended. As a result, reducing combat stamina bonus value for this position to a single point cost. To a single point cost. Okay, so there's only 5% stamina. I mean, it's alright. Not that big. Also, killing spree. Damage reduction is changed from 65 to 35. So there's going to be less of a big defensive ability, but it's mostly done to like make it survivable for PvE content, but obviously has PvP implications. Shaman, healing surge, 15% increase, which is big. Mana Spring restored 400 mana, was 200. Dynamic surge reduced the cooldown of totals by 3 seconds, 6 seconds, was 2, 4 seconds. Elemental, Flame Shark buffed, Chain Lightning buffed, Lava Beam buffed, Earthquake buffed, some big AoE buffs touching around with dots too. Rester, Healing Wave buffed, Acid Rain damage buffed, Flame Shock damage buffed, Lava Burst damage buffed, Master Elements effectiveness buffed. This changes both elemental restoration aimed at improving the capabilities in dungeon content. We feel like restoration was lacking in reactive healing as well as damage contribution. So increasing single target heals and a few damage ability talents, but also increasing the effectiveness and mastery of the elements, which is intended to encourage weaving spells and healing, which is cool. Affliction Warlock, Harvest of Souls buffed, Demonology, range turning causes starting to deal 7% additional damage for each stack instead of 5. Basically, happy Demonology AoE, however, we feel like single target profiles is a bit of help, especially when it comes to Tyrant. Single target choice, comparison to Grand Warlock's design, which works well in content like M+. Cool. Arms, Thunderclap, buffed by 30. Cleave, buffed. Roman damage, buffed. Blazestorm damage, buffed. And then Rand initial damage, 15%. Township arms makes some more flexible builds, however, the performance in AoE dungeons and raids hasn't been where we want them. Good. Fury, Raging Blow, buffed. Execute damage, buffed. Oh, that actually is big with the tier set too. Rampage damage, buffed. Annihilated damage, buffed. Bloodthirst, buffed. Despite strong starts to 1-2 performance falling out behind, it would like to be identify minor changes to talent tree, but they're related to encourage build diversity, so they're just adding more buffs on top of it, which is good. Protection, Brace for Impact increases block value by 3% was 5. Brutal Vitality increases 10% of damage deal underground pain instead of 15. Shield Specialization increases block value by 12 instead of 15. Power Warriors are doing really, really good. They're toning them down, making some small adjustments. that are over budget to help adjust this. They just try to pull them back a little bit ahead of the pack. PvP change specifically. Primary stat provided by both decreased by 40%. So primary stat but gladiator's stat bonus is nerfed. Stamina increased. We've seen that overall PvP pacing, especially in arena, has been very fast paced, as players require more gear tier sets. This leaves less room for players' reactions that we like, in conjunction with the rest of the balance sheet is we're adjusting primary stats, so basically trying to slow the games down a little bit. Not make it as bursty. Giving people more stamina to survive. So that's going to be pretty good for survivability for main classes. Death Strike. Healing no longer reduced in combat. Nice. Burp Death Strike effectiveness still reduced. Enfeeble enemies damage reduction is reduced. Unfortunately. I guess for unholy mostly. Spell Ward and Absorbed is also less effective. Speed reduction. Cast speed reduction is 30% effective. Really. Necrotic one absorbs 4% of healing was 5. Okay, they're nerfing that. Rolling Plague no longer deals increased damage. PvP was increased by 30. Now that survivability continues to be higher than overall, especially against casters with targeted passive stuff. And only death at 0. Too much overall damage, so we're adjusting Rolling Plague. Nuts. Druid. Nerfed, actually. Druids they get nerfed. Arrow throws of Copium. Rank damage reduced, rib damage reduced, bite damage reduced. Orbit Breaker says count when it's arena match, full moon reduced to 60% power was 80 when triggering Orbit Break in PvP. Wrath deals more damage, Starfire does more damage, just overall buffs. New moon, half moon, full moon deal 20% damage in PvP. Gathering Stars grants 50% increased damage to Wrath per stack was 20. So they're making them less reliant on tier set, but more reliant on base damage. So just try to basically just make them like, if you're tiered out Boomy, you're more or less similar. But if you don't have a tier, you're going to be a little bit more playable. Number base increase the Wrath, Starfire damage by 40 was 15 PvP. Okay, good. Making certain tiles as mandatory, imagine. Firm Frenzy damage reduced in PvP. Frenzy regeneration healing reduced by 50. Oh, was reduced by 38. Oh, okay, interesting. That's a pretty big nerf. Budding leaves is now 50% effective was 70. Okay, so make it a little bit better. Wow. So you evoke a deep breath, increased was 40. It was 20%, now it's 40. Okay, so they're nerfing deep breath a bit. Spellware's dominance increased 30% crit chance, movement was 30. Devastation evoker's burst potential is higher than we'd like, so we're reducing it a bit to give players more time to react to damage. Alrighty. Preservation, dream, projection, heal over time cannot be dispelled. Dream protection costs 4% base mana. Okay, I guess it's too much. Road sacrifice deals 10% of damage to target suffers with a pet was 20. Concern Hunter pet survivability. Good. Archimage bombardment of 40 effective was 65. Oh no, executes. Continue to remain effective execute they would like. No. Mana regen decreased. Now it decreased by 10. So give Mysteries a bit more breathing room. Enveloping Mist, healing increased by 25 on PvP. Chrysalis reverted previous change, now reduces cooldown by 45 seconds. Paladin, Divine Protection that reduces damage by 30 was 40. Okay, I see what you mean, Atham. There's a bit more than last time I looked at these. How's Archimage in DF? Pretty good right now, tank off. Actually really strong. Definitely worth picking up. Reckoning max stacks was 100 was 50. Oh, a little bit more of a delay with our Reckoning. Okay. Consecration damage buffed. Flash of Light heal increased. Reckoning now increases damage to next judgment by 25%. Wow, they're nerfing it for judgment for Holy. Oh, so it reduces some damage. Holy Light heals for 75% more, so make it Holy Light. Holy Shock, a little bit better. Fix the issue with Judgment and Reckoning. Do not always critical strike. Okay. Final Reckoning damage increased by 20, reduced by 20% for PvP, so they're nerfing bursts for red. Contribution from tier set as well is increased by 10 instead of 15. Crystal Strike buffs by 80, more damage. Healing Hands is more effective. Verdant damage. Oh, Healing Hands, that's the talent for healing. That's good. Verdant, Temple's Verdict. Damage increased by 10, so passive damage increases. Final Bird damage increased by 10. Exorcism damage buffed by quite a bit. Lawbringer deals 8% damage, health with 10. Yeah, so Paladin is going to be less squishy, but less bursty. Okay. Earth Unleashed now breaks and damage for 2 seconds was 4 seconds. Earth Unleashed from Unleashed Shield. Okay, so it's a root, right? Water Shield returns 1% mana struck by melee was 2. Okay. Stormkeeper damage increase is now 67% effectiveness in combat. Wow, they're really trying to cripple rest of burst. No. Elemental Shaman, Dragonflight Season 1 2p set bonus, 50% reduced effectiveness in PvP. Okay. Primordial Lava Surge damage now increased by 60% in PvP. Primordial Surge Lava Burst? So they're making that a little bit better, huh? And then Warrior Thunderous Roar, damage no longer, deals reduced damage in PvP. Wait, Thunder destroys at the bleed? Wait, that's huge. That's a big buff. 50% more damage. Roar talent uproar no longer has a reduced cooldown in PvP. Was it 50% reduced? Has a reduced cooldown? What is that? Slaughterhouse now 16 seconds out of 12. Nice. Storm of Steel no longer has a reduced damage reduction for PvP. Oh, okay. Fewer words are falling behind other melee specializations, but increasing the duration of Slaughterhouse allow max effectiveness of the heal reduction more often. Interesting. Wow. That's going to be a long video for me to cover. But boys, thanks so much for coming by, man. I appreciate all of you boys. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream today for the 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Thank you all so much, man. I appreciate you. You guys have a wonderful evening. 10 to 5 right around the corner. A mad amount of changes coming up. I think tonight I'm just going to cover in detail exactly how these will affect classes going forward in 10 to 5. But I definitely do want to do like a cumulative change. A cumulative video of like everything coming in 10 to 5 when it comes to class changes. How classes are improving or how they're unimproving. There's a lot of like adjustments though. I think for the most part, like I kind of agree with the changes of like, okay, want the game to be bursty, but like we can scale it back. Something a little strong, let's tone it down a little bit. That overall trinket change, I think is going to have a pretty big impact. And then there's some classes that are outliers, some that are underperforming, some that are overperforming in certain aspects. I kind of like the changes though. The fact that they're changing stuff regularly. I think it's really good just seeing the changes. I do wonder how the community is going to react to many of these though. I'm sure there's going to be some people that agree, some people that don't, but that's an interesting one. Chat, thanks so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next stream. Alrighty boys, peace.